Got it. I'm not going to click the X.
Continue.
All right, once I get this. All right, March Madness special. All right, share, copy.
Y'all can hear me, right? I'm not having any
Yeah.
problems. Okay.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm just making sure. This computer's a little touch and go.
I got the SMC link for the chat.
Oh, you're going to put it in there for SMC?
Yup.
Dope, appreciate
Getting
it.
there right now.
Who do I need to send the link to? Austin, let me put the link. I'll put the link in the SMC show chat for you.
All right, sweet.
If you need it.
I'll let the people know.
Yes, and I gotta send it to a couple people here.
Noah said he's asking for our passcode, so don't say it out loud.
We don't have one.
I'm just saying, keep an
Imaginary.
eye out. He might be trying to join in.
Oh yeah. I know. Right, you guys didn't have to fill one out.
I'm not pulling in.
All right, who else do I need to send this to? Oh, yeah. All right, perfect. Noah's got another 7:05. 7:05 is the starting time.
Rock the Cubs hat for it.
Let's do this.
Ah, shoot. Oh, wait, we're good.
Okay, only problem with screen sharing is just doesn't show everybody, but it's not a huge deal.
It's not about us. It's about the bracket.
I wish you
Yeah.
could see
Like the boxes
the
going
boxes
down.
on the side.
Yeah, I know. I don't think I can change it to that.
I can see if I can do it, maybe.
Let's see what my Tinder match said. I got back on Tinder because I got bored.
We are live, Austin. Don't
Are
get
we?
yourself canceled.
Yeah, yes, we're live.
Oh, wait, I thought we started at 7:05.
No, I said we're going live at 7. We're starting the show at 7:05.
Okay, well, anyways, this we'll treat this like a real podcast. So whenever someone in their Tinder bio says, "Send me your best pickup line," I always go to this list of robot generated ones, and I send those. So the one that I sent this girl was, I have exactly 4 stickers, and I need you to be the 5th. So. What? Yeah, it was made by a robot. So
Oh, okay. All right.
there's a big list of them that I found. It's really fun.
Tyler, is yours Jaden Ivey staring down the camera?
Correct. It's not even that I'm picking Purdue to win it. It's the only thing I could think of.
I went with not March Madness and just went with the best graphic for all of basketball. So that's what we went with personally. Thad Young with
is
the goats.
goated.
He's goated.
With the goats.
What do you mean with the goats? With
Amongst
his
his
company?
peers.
His
Yeah.
peers.
Amongst his
Peers.
peers.
All right, I gotta go
Um,
finish my dinner. I'll be right back.
I got you. We still have 2 minutes before we officially start. Get your water, get your snacks, boys. It's gonna be a long one.
That's all right. Okay. Trying to see. I looked it up. Trying to pull up everybody. I don't know if you can do it. Do you see a video panel button for you, Kai?
Where would it be at?
Oh, wait, no. I don't know. It says start a meeting, share screen. The participant video panel will show by default, but if you don't click more, click video panel. but that doesn't do it for what we see.
Hmm.
I wonder if you shared your screen of the bracket, if it would do it that way. Do you want me to stop my share?
Yeah, we can figure it out real quick. You want me to do ESPN? Does it matter, or can I just do March Madness
would do-
live?
I would do ESPN's just because
Okay.
it breaks down nice. If you want to use that one, go ahead. I mean, it's going to show us the same thing.
We could do ESPN bracket. It's fine. I don't think it will change though, honestly.
Well, because I have it set to where I can still see everybody on the side. But
I have everybody up top personally. And it kind of just covers up the. More at the top.
well, actually, I don't know if that changes anything. That's the thing.
Let's just keep it how you have it. I don't think it's gonna change anything, honestly. Because I feel like I shared my screen before, and it never shows. It's never gonna show these boxes like how we have it.
Mm-hmm.
So I say we just keep it like this. It's fine. People come for our voices, not our beautiful faces. All right, once Austin is back, we'll be good to go.
Macy Williams made All-American honorable mention.
Yes, sir.
She's a certified bucket.
She really is.
How do you do that?
I watched the Big Ten women's tournament, and honestly, she could be just a monster anywhere. I feel like.
Okay. Kai, I think I found it. For you, where it says you are viewing blah, blah, blah screen. Do you see something that says view options next to it?
Oh, yeah.
It should be in there.
What does it say?
I have no idea. They have side by side. That's what they hit.
Should I
on
click
this.
side by side mode and see what happens?
Do it. I mean, go ahead.
Okay,
I know
hold
we're
on.
supposed to talk about March Madness, but Von Miller just got a bag.
Big. It was like what,
Hold on.
This
6
is
years,
according to
120
Zoom
million?
support.
It's nuts. Oh my
All right,
gosh.
hold on. I'm trying to see if it comes through on the stream.
Yeah, I'm watching it too. At least this way we know we tried.
We did. Otherwise, we just did. I don't think it did anything.
I don't think so either.
All right, well.
We tried.
All right, we
gave
tried.
it our best shot.
We did. All right, let's just get started. Is everybody ready?
I'm gonna
Ready
have
to
to be
go?
going back and forth because I poorly timed the cooking of my dinner. So
You're okay. It's okay, everybody. Across the board, episode 19 right here. It's our March Madness special. It's going to be a long one. It's going to be a fun one. It's probably going to be one of the best shows we've ever done. I'm super excited. But first, before we do anything, SMC is hosting a talent show on March 22nd. Please go out there and support or perform. I will throw the link. I'll throw the link in the chat. If not, go to our Twitter. It's all linked in our YouTube. Go sign up for an act. More details will come as the event gets closer. I don't think I have any other ad spots, so I don't get started, boys. It's March Madness season. It's the best time. It's literally, the best way I can describe it is everybody becomes college basketball analytics wizards. We all stuff a season's worth of information in about 2 days, similar to a kid who stuffs a season or a semester's worth of content in their head for finals. But that's what makes it all fun. There's no formula, there's no rhyme or reason. And I'm ready to go through this whole bracket with you guys. I'm ready to hear everybody's upset takes. And let's just go ahead and let's get started. I will say one thing, Chase, if you want to zoom in click zoom in just one more time on your screen, and then I think we'll be good. Perfect.
All
right, let's start with Gonzaga, Georgia State. All right. Also, how the format's going to go, we're all going to vote. This is going to be the across the boards bracket. Of course, do your own personal bracket. We'll do majority since there is 6 of us.
Rule breaker is someone has to change. We have to convince the other side.
We have to convince somebody else to change. So
that's why the show will take forever.
I am putting
Also,
a 5-minute limit though on debates.
Can I just say, Noah, you are muted if you didn't know it? That way,
Yeah.
if you try to say
Oh, yeah.
something, we know. Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
everybody. Easy one right here. Gonzaga, Georgia State. I'm going Gonzaga.
Gonzaga by a
Obviously.
million.
Yeah, I mean, they're
Zags.
just.
Yeah.
Zags.
I don't think we
Yeah.
really need to. Yeah, I mean, when we get to Sweet 16, maybe round of 32 should get interesting. Here's a hard one though: Boise State versus Memphis.
Boise State, 100%.
Boise State.
Now,
All right,
see,
there's 3. We got 3.
Memphis.
I got Memphis.
I got Memphis, honestly.
And we are
They've been
split
playing-
on the second.
Memphis,
Now,
they're
hold on,
doing
hold
TikTok
on,
dances
hold on.
instead of practicing. We've all
Memphis-
seen it. We
And
all
it
saw the guy TikTok dancing. They're not practicing.
Memphis has been playing better. All right, they've been playing better towards the end of the season. Amani Bates, honestly, without Amani Bates, I don't know what it is about him, but they've been playing
They're
better
better.
without him. Boise State, if you look at some of their games, man, they struggle to score. When they're struggling, they struggle bad. I just don't think that's a recipe for
The
success.
only case for Boise State is they're top 25 defensively.
Yeah,
What do you mean? They won the Mount. They're like one of the hottest teams in college basketball.
and
They
the
won
Mountain
like
West is really good. It's really
yeah, they
good.
won the Mountain West like
But
pretty
Memphis-
convincingly.
I feel like Memphis, their season started off bad, but I mean they've recovered. I think they're a better team talent wise, and I think they're gonna get through Boise in this first round.
Hard disagree.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this
disagree.
is why I lean towards Boise. Obviously, they won Mountain West, but Memphis turns the ball over a lot, and they play pretty high tempo and really do not reap the benefit of it. And on top of that, Boise, they shoot a little bit worse, like from 3, but they don't turn the ball over, and especially in where it's like a one matchup scenario. That's why I personally have Boise. And plus, Memphis has been a letdown all year. So why does it change now?
Because they've been playing better. They
I
played
think they're
terrible
like
beginning of the season.
10-1 or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying they're gonna go far, but I mean, this Boise this Boise offense has sometimes struggled to score 60 points in a game against Mountain West competition. Which again, Mountain West has been
4 bids.
really good this
4
year.
bids.
They've been really good this year, but I mean, come on, you're struggling to score 60 points. Like, does that not worry anybody?
Not me. Not
Boise
me
State, they have the
personally.
cool football field. That's why I want them to win.
Memphis players are doing TikTok dances online, so I
Plus,
can't
you know, there's
trust them. I can't trust them.
We are
It's a-
split on the second one here.
So we have me. Is it me, Noah,
And Tyler,
Tyler.
all in favor of Memphis.
on Memphis, Austin, Chase, Alex? I mean, it's 8-9. If we want it, it's 8-9. So we could just do a coin flip. I don't know if anybody's gonna really back off. I
If
just
you-
don't.
Flip, yeah.
I give one, like Caillou gave yours, Tyler and Noah give yours. I'm on the fence both ways. I pick Boise over Memphis because they've been so disappointing, but I can be convinced of Memphis. But Kai's argument, I don't buy.
No, mine's the same as Kai's. I think Memphis is just way more talented.
Yeah, I'm strictly choosing Memphis off Jalen Duren. So
They've got a better team. They can actually score the
And a
basketball.
way worse coach.
Penny's not a great coach, but I think he can beat Boise State. I think they've gotten hot, and they've played a lot better this season. If we cannot honestly, on the Boise State side, somebody try to convince me. I could be swayed.
They have a top 25 like ranked defense.
Memphis isn't far
And-
behind though.
They aren't far behind, which is true.
If you look at their
They're ranked
defensive
22nd
efficiency,
in defensive efficiency, which is currently better than, let's take a peek, Arkansas, St. Mary's, Kentucky, UAB. Memphis is at 39th, by the way. Just throwing that one out there.
if you look at their numbers, though, I mean, Boise State's only better than them by 1 point. It's 94 for Boise State, 95 in defensive efficiency for Memphis. Their net rankings are very similar. Boise State is up 29, 30, and then 31 for Memphis.
All right. In my personal bracket, every bracket I've picked Boise. However, I'm looking at the stats here that I have with the comps on my phone to have quick access to everything. The free throw percentage of Memphis is 5% higher. And just to break our second game here and get move in, I'll change and
Yes!
begrudgingly-
Let's go!
I don't agree with my own take, but I'll take Memphis
Honestly, if
because
nobody switched
no
after
one's
that,
switching.
I would have just coin flipped it. It doesn't really matter.
I
All right,
have a
click
coin over here, so
Memphis. Next one, UConn, New Mexico State. Chase, we were talking last night. You really love. Is this the team you love? This New Mexico State team?
I do like New Mexico State.
I personally,
It's a shame
I
they're not
have-
going to win.
Yeah, I have UConn. Honestly,
got
UConn has been inconsistent all year, but I still trust them to beat New Mexico State.
I have New Mexico State.
Let's go, Tyler.
I think New Mexico State is overranked. I think they should be like a
Oh.
13. I think South Dakota State or
Yeah. Okay. So just
Vermont should be a 12.
according to Ken Palm ratings, Connecticut is 18th in the country, and New Mexico State is 82nd. So
Analytics
pretty-
guy over here.
pretty big.
I just want to say I'd pick New Mexico State to upset. Totally okay if we go UConn here.
No.
That-
All right,
Doug,
So
Doug,
I
I
have
have
UConn.
nothing to back this up.
I
just
think
put New
only
Mexico
one,
State.
because like all the 5 seeds are actually really good this year.
Mhm.
I think only one 12 seed is going to win, and it'll.
We'll get to them later. They're
We'll
down
get to it
here.
later. We'll get to it later. We'll get to it later.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
but all right, UConn. Is
Illusion.
UConn what the vote was?
I
UConn.
believe
Alright.
it was UConn.
Arkansas versus Vermont.
Vermont.
I have
Arkansas.
Vermont. I have Vermont here.
I have
For
Arkansas.
real?
Vermont.
I have
Vermont's,
Arkansas.
I don't trust Arkansas. I
Vermont's
actually
got the
don't.
Kai formula. They got the
I don't-
Kai Cinderella formula. Go ahead, Alex. Go
I
ahead.
don't trust Arkansas. I watched them play all year, and everyone says, "Oh, JD Donate is just a fantastic player. They're gonna blow you out." They're not gonna blow you out.
No.
Like I think if it gets to the nitty gritty part of the game, and Arkansas gets themselves in foul trouble, which they have done repeatedly all year, it's gonna go Vermont's way. And it's just one of those games where I feel like Arkansas is gonna come out with a little too much of an ego and get punched in the mouth.
Yeah.
I chose
Uh,
Arkansas with one stat. Arkansas is 6-1 when they're 4 seed or below, and Vermont is 1-6 in the tournament all time.
History don't lie.
Yeah, I mean, but it's different players. I mean, I don't know. I like Vermont. They're a 3-point shooting team. They shoot the 3 ball well. I mean that
That is
if you're gonna upset, that's how you're gonna do it. You're gonna get hot from
All right.
3.
Arkansas is 20th in Ken Palm's rankings, and Vermont is 58th.
I have Arkansas. So we have one Arkansas, 2 Vermont, and is everyone else Arkansas?
Yeah.
So we have
All
4
right, we go
to do.
Arkansas.
it's a
that
bozo
is-
take.
Now, I think Arkansas is going to be fine.
I think Arkansas has the best chance to beat Gonzaga in this region, and I don't want to risk losing them first round.
Fair.
You know what? Yeah. Well, I'm good off going off that.
Fair.
'cause-
Fair. All right, we go Arkansas. Alabama versus Rutgers or Notre Dame.
Okay,
I
can we stipulate this? I feel like we have to say that Rutgers is first of all going to beat Notre Dame. Like, there's no way around it. That
I agree.
Yeah.
Ron
I have-
Harper Jr. is going to put himself in a 30
I
ball
mean,
tonight.
you have Geo Baker, Ron Harper, and I think his name is like Caleb McConnell, who won like defensive player of the.
They're
No.
nuts.
He was all Big Ten defense.
No, he was defense player.
Was he
in the
defensive
Big
player?
Ten
Was
at
he defensive
least.
player?
In the Big
Okay.
Ten at least.
Yeah. And then I forgot what their center's name was, but he's
Cliff
pretty good.
Mourier.
Yeah, I mean that's a good team. I watched them in the Big Ten tournament. I actually really like them. So I have them beating Notre Dame, obviously, and then beating Bama.
I have the same. I don't trust Bama enough. Just after seeing them play Kentucky and play other teams, I mean, they look really good in stretches, and they look really bad, and they just haven't looked good in the last 2 times I've watched them.
I think, and then there's also the fun. Like, I think Rutgers had like the most quadrant 1 wins. Like one of the highest quadrant 1 win totals in the country as like an 11 seed.
Yeah.
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, the
And
only
they
thing
just get
holding
it
them
done.
back is their losses too. Like
They've had some bad
Lafayette,
losses.
all
I think they lost to
So
Paul.
it's- Yeah, it all kind of evens out.
There's no
They
more
lost to
fun thing to look
Louisiana
at
and someone else.
than UNC, who will blow someone out by 30 and the next game lose by
Yeah.
40 just to
Oh,
balance it
God.
out.
Yeah, we'll get to them. But yeah, so How many for Rutgers?
Got one.
Whoever wins
Two.
that 11 seed game can beat Alabama. So
Yeah, that's
Three.
I think it
okay.
can go either way, honestly. But I like Rutgers more than Alabama, or more than Notre Dame.
I don't
okay,
like
yeah.
Rutgers. I definitely don't like Notre Dame, but I feel like they can both beat
They
Alabama.
can beat Bama for sure. Texas Tech, Montana State. I will admit, this game's interesting. I think Texas Tech is going to beat them just because they are a really good defensive team. But I heard this Montana State team could shoot, man. Like I heard they're offensive fireworks, but I have Texas Tech.
Yeah, this one was a write off for me.
I don't know.
Texas Tech's going to win every time.
I don't know. There's some gut feeling down low that Texas Tech is a 3 seed, and they're never a high seed, and it might just be the year of we're just gonna choke it. I mean, they've been this like certified tournament team.
So here's how I go by it, right? Is Texas Tech as a unit, their whole team defensively is really good. And it's hard for me to go against them because I feel like it's so hard for 5 players in their defensive unit to have a bad game. It'd be different if it's like you're focusing on a couple guys playing offensively, but like I just cannot see Texas Tech's defense being that off their game that they lose to Montana State.
And that's why I would agree with you. I think Texas Tech will win the game, but some part of me is still deep down.
It could
saying
happen.
Montana State could just come out and just
No one
light
also
them.
no one thinks of Texas Tech as like this powerhouse either, though.
They've been a
they've been
quiet
a
powerhouse the past
They've
couple
been a
of years.
certified. I think
Yeah.
they're a certified March Madness team. Like we all know, Texas Tech are going to come out and like they're going to play hard, and they're.
But
gonna
you don't
play-
think about them when you think of like college basketball, which
Yeah,
is
but
why
if
I think you see
Yeah.
them as a 3 seed, and you're like, oh, they can get upset. Like that's how I personally.
They almost
They're
won the
interesting.
championship.
They
Or
did.
They did.
The interesting thing with them is that they just had their coach leave, Chris Beard, who actually coaches Texas now. And I think one of their assistants took over, and they were just as good. And then everybody figured out, okay, it wasn't just Chris Beard, but it's this. I forgot what their coach's name right now, but it's this guy's defensive mentality for this team. But all right, so are we all for Texas Tech? Pretty much
I think
anybody have
everyone's
Montana
Texas
State?
Tech.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving on to the most interesting, probably the one upset that I think almost everybody's picking, Michigan State Davidson. I've gone back and forth on it personally, but I'm going to go against my earlier feelings. I am going to pick Michigan State to beat Davidson.
I can't pick Michigan State after watching that Maryland game. It was just abysmal. I mean,
So I'm not the only one who's doing it off of that. They
No,
threw,
I mean,
They
you
did.
just
tried for the last 5 minutes of that game to lose to
They did.
Maryland, who are terrible. And
did.
aside from that, they really haven't even been that good all year. They started ranked high off their coach's name and then were unranked at one point.
I mean, they just fell flat on their face and just forgot how to play basketball for a solid 20 minutes of that game. And then Maryland bailed them out as Michigan State had bailed Maryland out the entire game.
Did Johnny Davis play in that Wisconsin game?
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Did he just not play
He
well?
wasn't 100%.
No, he was like 3
Yeah.
for 20 from the field.
So here's my thing, Matt. Is I completely agree with you guys. They sold that Maryland game. They were supposed to lose. But man, this team has talent. Like Davidson has. I don't know that guy's name, but he's the one. Their star point guard. Their shooters. Obviously,
Wait.
it's Davidson.
Davidson has a star point guard who's a shooter in the March
Every
Madness
year,
tournament?
every year. But I trust.
mean,
I trust Tom Izzo and his guys
Yeah.
to shut that down. I really do. I think it'll be a close game.
Here's
But
the scenario I bring up. What happens if Davidson comes out, like I said for every team, punches them in the mouth, and their backs are against the wall? Are they going to go back to that Maryland mode, or are they going to fight and win?
I mean, this team's been
I mean-
punched all year. Like
I saw them get pressed by a Maryland team that is not even in this tournament
Yeah.
and was not favored in
Yeah.
any game ever. And they couldn't handle a press.
Yeah.
And Davidson, if they are even slightly feeling it when they get off that bus, is going to roll them in a 7-10 game.
they have a top 10, or they're 11th in the country in offense rate or an offensive Ken Palm
Mhm.
rating, which
Yeah.
I think is very important because I'm assuming they are good at shooting threes. Which,
They are phenomenal
are.
at
They're
shooting.
phenomenal.
They're
threes.
very
I
good.
think- I think they're second in the country I could be
On-
wrong.
On top of that, their true shooting percentage and effective field goal percentage, which is more important than what they actually shoot, is 59 and 56%.
Their true shooting percentage is 59%.
Yeah,
Yes.
No, they're
it's-
nuts.
Okay,
Davidson
but here's
can
Yeah,
shoot,
Davidson.
man.
okay, but here's the question I
Davidson.
pose. Here's the question I pose. Does Davidson need to be hot to beat Michigan State, or can
No.
Davidson come out and not be 100% and still beat Michigan State?
I think it's going to be a game of like
They're
it'll be close at halftime, and then one team is going to flip the switch at halftime, and I think
trust.
it's Davidson who's going to flip that switch.
Kai, I can with one stat here, just looking, I can change your mind. Their offensive efficiency is 8 points higher than Michigan State, and they have a better defensive efficiency than them.
Those are Kai stats right there. I do love me some efficiency numbers. Man, it's just hard for me though because I feel like Gabe Brown and Max Christie.
Pretty sure
they're gonna
everyone
show
else
up.
here has Davidson, so I
I
think
mean,
we
you guys
outnumber you.
go
either way.
Davidson. Go
I have
Davidson.
Michigan State. I'm
I
on
do
Michigan
think Gabe
State.
Brown and Max
Yeah.
Christie are going to show up. Oh wait, Tyler and Noah.
So we're
have Michigan
split.
State.
God damn it.
I'm not
I
betting
can't.
against Izzo in March. It's
Yeah,
not happening.
exactly.
Oh, yeah?
Exactly what I was about to say.
He can lose second round to Duke, but I'm not betting against him against Davidson.
I mean, they did lose to Middle Tennessee State a couple years.
I was
ago,
gonna
though.
say,
I
yeah.
will say that.
That was
Blue
All right, for the-
Valley.
I think Michigan State's going to win, but I'm like 50-50. Let's just go. I think we go Davidson.
Alright.
The numbers look good to me. I could see it happening. I don't think it will happen, but we go Davidson.
I'm just saying.
They shoot 75.7% from free throw.
Yeah,
I just
don't
think
miss,
they're
man.
That is crazy.
They're gonna have
That's-
an off game. I just feel it. I feel like they've got to be on fire to beat Michigan State, and I don't think it'll happen. But
I think
no.
they had an off game in their championship game. They nearly
Yeah,
almost
lost to
lost.
Richmond.
you can have.
Oh, they
an off
lost to
game.
Richmond.
Yeah,
So that's it. I think that was the off game they needed to propel themselves to just come out in this. We're just going to shoot the lights out mode that I think they're going to come out in Michigan State against, and Michigan State's going to be stunned.
I think one thing we do need to remember too is that, listen, we get it. The Big Ten has been inconsistent all year, but that conference has ate itself alive.
they
so we
do every
cannot
year and then
disrespect-
throw themselves away in
we
the tournament.
can't. But man, they're
They
still
do the same
good.
thing in
They're
football. They
still
do the same thing
good.
in every sport.
We-
They're not
we-
good against other competition as they've proven
right.
year after year.
Gentlemen. I have one like win now button. And all I'm gonna say, the ghost of Steph Curry in March.
We go Davidson. Just go Davidson.
That's what I thought.
Personal bracket, Davidson made a run to the Sweet 16. I think I actually have him in the Elite Eight.
Okay. All
I
right.
like
Duke,
that, Chase.
Duke CSU Fullerton. That California State, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
California State.
State. I think we all have Duke.
Yeah, Duke.
Duke.
As little as I like them, I did pick them.
They're on
Yes.
they're on the Coach K retirement tour. So
And that's
yeah.
why I picked Davidson, because everyone's going to be like, oh, it's Coach K. And then I
Yeah.
was like,
it's Coach
"Eh,
K, and then they lose an UNC on his
the
final
way-
game.
The way
Yeah.
that Coach K yelled at that crowd after he lost that UNC game, I don't know if I don't think those boys. I think they're too afraid to lose to Davidson.
They
I'll
lost
be
to
honest with you.
Virginia Tech.
It was a good team. I mean,
Virginia Tech is good.
there's a good team.
Virginia Tech is good, but do
We're
you
gonna
not
get to
think
them,
in the
though.
back of their mind they're like, "Wow, we are just
Yeah.
selling on
we're
every
gonna get to
occasion
them.
possible for Coach K."
We're gonna get to them. East. Let's go to the East region.
I was going to say, do you want to fill out this first and
I
then
was
move on or not?
I feel like it'll get more and more contentious as we get, more and
So
more.
what do
And
you-
so I think we should get everything else out of the way first.
All
before
right.
we
All-
get
like,
to that.
okay,
Just wanted
cool.
to ask.
Baylor, Norfolk State.
It's Baylor all the way.
I got Baylor.
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 UNC Marquette.
Marquette.
boy.
I'm sorry.
This
on
one's
North
tough for
Carolina.
me.
There's so much
Pretty heavy
inconsistency in UNC this year.
If
But I mean, Marquette's
no
not
matter
that great
which one
either.
we pick, like no matter if we're split, I personally have UNC. If we're split
I-
3-3, I will lean the other way.
I will say I have UNC.
So do I.
Yeah, the you got to give the legacy programs their dues.
Plus, it's first year coach, so that can be some of the inconsistency part.
Yeah,
I know he's
mean,
been there forever
They
too. But
they lost to the eventual ACC tournament champion winner as for their last game. I mean, besides that, they've been playing pretty well. I forgot what the record was, but I think they've only lost 1 or 2 games in the past 2 months. Yeah. Yeah.
The
They've
big
only
thing
lost
for me
to-
is if North Carolina can't get going, Marquette's defense is really good, and that's going to be the thing that can be scary.
Yeah. I mean,
But-
Marquette's got a couple good like freshmen too, I've heard. And
So, are we voting Carolina? I believe there's
I have
only one for
UNC.
Marquette.
I think mostly everybody has
Marquette.
UNC.
Close game, good game though.
The fun one. St. Mary's IU.
Man,
Okay,
you're-
there's no. I'm going to just preface this. St. Mary's beat Gonzaga twice.
One.
How are we picking a team that has just
Once.
Trace Jackson Davis to beat
Ah, okay. Okay.
a
Xavier,
team that has
give
beat the
Xavier
number one team
Johnson-
in the nation, guys?
Let me say this after doing my research.
happens every year.
Let me say this after doing my research. St. Mary's is a really good team. They like to slow the tempo down. They're very disciplined. However, if they don't get off on a fast start, I could see an athletic team like IU running them out of the building.
There's no rotation in IU, and that is my exact argument. I will
What?
say.
They go 7 or 8 deep. What are you talking about?
Trey
They go seven
Galloway.
or-
I
they go
watched him in the Big Ten tournament in person take 2 runs down the floor. The ball hits his foot, goes out of bounds, turnover. Twice. Twice.
So you're gonna have you seen him
That's
play
just
since
Trey
then?
Geronimo. Geronimo is hurt. It could still have a
Geronimo
lingering
played
issue.
well.
great. He
He
played
played well.
great against Wyoming.
I'm just saying, lingering issue could come back in the tournament.
I
You
think
never
he's
know.
fine. I think he's
I
fine.
don't
He played the best he
think-
ever has in his life
Yeah.
last night.
I don't think they have a bench to compete.
I'm sorry. I gotta
Personally,
disagree
I
with
think
you.
Trace Jackson Davis is their entire team.
That's not true.
He is the
That's
heart
not
and soul of that team.
I'm
That part's
sorry.
true.
I'm
You
I'm
not
sorry.
watch Xavier Johnson play the last 2
Wow.
months?
I will say he's the heart and soul of his team, but he is not the only player on that team.
Well, what
Xavier
happened-
Johnson's a hooper. He's a
I have-
hooper.
I have a question. If Trace Jackson Davis doesn't put up 20 in a game, what happens to IU?
They can still win. Now, if Trace Jackson doesn't play, that's a different story. But they could still win if he doesn't put up 20. He affects the game in so many other ways besides his
I
offense.
will die on this hill of IU will not beat St. Mary's.
I think
Now,
IU,
Alex,
It's got to
Alex.
happen. All the other 5 seeds are amazing. It's
I
got
think
to
this
be.
is the one. This is the worst 5 seed. in the
Alex,
tournament.
I agree. I think IU is fraudulent, but I still have them in this game. I don't know why. I picked against them in every game in the Big Ten for the same things that you were saying here. I still have them for. They
This-
will pick a 5-minute stretch where
Where you
you're
will
not scoring
score.
on them.
You're not
you-
scoring the ball.
You can't get in the paint. You can't hit a shot when you are open. They just decide that they're really good at defense for 5 minutes every single game.
The big thing with me with IU is if you've been watching them play, their 3-point shooters have not been playing well the past couple games, and they've still been getting through. Give those 3-point shooters, if they have a good game, man, come on. I think they
Plus-
beat St. Mary's. I really do. I think they come out fast. I think they go on a run and they lock them down.
St. Mary's is one of the slowest teams in the country in terms of
Mhm.
adjusted tempo.
Mm-hmm.
So if they can get thrown out of their game scripts early, it's tough for teams that play slow to not play slow, you know. And not to
Mhm.
say that IU is much faster. I think I was looking at the
They're like
thing.
middle of
and,
the pack. They're not
St.
anything
Mary's is
crazy.
like 330th in the nation, and I think IU is like 180th. So
Yeah.
pretty big discrepancy.
All right, who do we have? I have IU.
IU baby.
Austin IU,
IU.
Chase IU, Tyler IU, Noah.
Well, I think
Uh,
so. IU.
I'm literally back and forth, and I have
Ah.
been for the past 2 days, especially
I-
after yesterday, because IU had to scrap it out against Wyoming, who turned it over 20 times. But I still think
Wait.
they're gonna
Wyoming
be-
turned over the ball 20 times?
Yes.
I didn't even watch the game because this shows you how much I don't
Yeah.
care about IU. Wyoming turns over the ball 20 times. How
They won
likely
by
is that
8.
to happen that St. Mary turns over the ball 20 times?
I think it's going to be another ugly game, but I'm taking IU.
This one
IU
has,
makes it
this one has
Wow.
ugly. This one has ugly written all
It
over.
IU,
really
IU
does.
makes it ugly. Like that's the thing about the 20 turnovers for Wyoming. They made it ugly for Wyoming. They didn't.
That IU defense is legit. Like this isn't like
They're
St.
top
Mary's
20 in
or-
the country. St.
Yeah.
Mary's is 9th, and I think IU is 18th.
This isn't. If you watch that Wyoming game, that wasn't Wyoming making a lot of mistakes. That's like that suffocating defense for 5-minute stretches where you're not scoring. Anyway, most of us had IU. We're going with IU. UCLA Akron.
I'm big on UCLA, so I got UCLA.
Yeah, UCLA. Johnny
Johnny
Juzang blows the doors off Akron.
They are returning their full
Hashtag
starting
kids
five.
from Akron's. They're not gonna last very. They're not gonna last.
And then Duzang and Hawkes are crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I had Akron at first, but I changed it to UCLA. After watching I love Akron because they just have this really good guard, and all they do is just set a bunch of screens for him, like through the paint, and he'll just penetrate. But that's just not sustainable in the tournament, especially with a UCLA team that can, score from the three or go in the paint. And they're returning their full starting five from their Final Four run. So I do have UCLA. All right. I think we're all in agreement. Texas, Virginia Tech.
I really
Virginia
like
Tech.
Is this even an upset?
No.
Texas
No.
hasn't played well all year.
Virginia
Yeah.
Tech is like actually way better than them. It's funny.
They got disrespected with the
They got
11
underseeded.
seed.
They got underseeded,
Yeah.
like bad.
Like
mean-
Texas can't shoot the three ball. They don't really score. They can't stop anyone.
I will say they've got a lot of talented players. They got a good coach. Just has not clicked the whole year.
Also, Wright State's up at halftime here, so
Hey, Horizon League.
Yes.
We do have VT. Everybody's going.
they are up
VT.
44-42.
Yeah.
I was trying to update, but
Ah.
we were in between there.
Here's what I will say about this Purdue Yale game. It just looks like an upset, but I do have Purdue. It just looks like an upset.
To me,
though.
Jay Knivey's just going to be an athlete and beat Yale. That's all I'm going to leave it at. Jay Knivey is going to be his athlete self and just dominate Yale.
Do you think Yale has anybody to guard that 7'4", dude?
No.
No.
Zach Edey's just going to get drive and dunk all night long. He's just going to catch it over the top and just dunk on people.
What'd you say, Noah?
Yeah, they have no size pretty much. And I watched the end of the game against Princeton, and they almost blew like a 10-point lead in the span of a minute.
I saw the highlights while eating a hoagie.
Yeah,
I think it was delicious.
I don't trust him after that.
Purdue.
Yeah. So we got Purdue.
I did read. I'll save it for when we get to Purdue's next game.
Okay, cool. Murray State, San Francisco.
It's a tough one. I can't lie.
I'm torn on this one.
Murray State.
I'll tell you. Okay, I like that. I'll tell you guys what my thinking was. Murray State has two really good guards. They are a really good team. However, I will trust a San Francisco team who is locked down defensively. I'm gonna just go with.
So was Murray
I think,
State though.
Well,
Murray State's very
They're-
good defensive.
Murray
But-
State's
but-
like a 13th in defense.
better.
11th on
I gotta
offense. That
see
could be
what-
flipped.
They're deficient. Like they're better defensive efficiency wise, and better offensive efficiency wise.
I'm just banking
And
on Murray
they're
State.
actually their net rating is 21. San Francisco's 22. This is literally just a toss-up game.
It is.
I
Hmm.
personally picked Murray State.
I have San Francisco.
I picked.
I have San
Frisco.
Francisco because they have a 7-2 center that is, I'm pretty sure, from Russia. So
I just-
Yes.
you guys about to eat some people alive.
So we have
Yeah.
we have two Murray State, two San Francisco.
I'm on Murray State at the moment. They just know how to win. They only have 2 losses.
Well, when
And
you're
San
playing
Francisco-
the
who am I
OAC.
missing?
San Francisco's basically another mid-major, and they can beat another mid-major.
Who am I missing? I have Murray State, Kai San Francisco, Alex of San Francisco,
Austin.
Frisco.
Austin. So we're split 3-3 on
We're
these. on
split.
this one.
Golly. Here's my thing. All right. Murray State relies on their two guards. They are really good guards. But I'm going to go with.
Okay,
Their
Chase.
center won Player of the Year.
Chase, you throw me some stats here. What does Murray State shoot from 3?
Murray State, they actually both shoot 35%.
Okay,
San
what do they
Francisco is
shoot from the
one
free
rating.
throw line?
They are
Their
1%
center really won
better.
Player of the Year.
This is just a coin toss. You're just gonna flip a
Yes.
coin.
Hold on.
It's literally, to me, looks
All right, who has the funnier mascot? Look it up.
What is
What
the
are-
racer
What
like?
are the
the
Dons?
Racers.
Dons.
The Dons, like Italian mobsters.
They're called.
Did anybody change sides before I got back?
Nah, I did not
I
know
think-
Murray State center won Player of the Year. I don't know how I missed that.
You know what?
I
Hold
just
on,
heard that they have
actually,
two really good guards, and I was just
They're
I was
both-
thinking one of
We're
them
gonna
was
do
have
this
an
the
off
right
game.
way. Can everyone see the screen?
Yes.
Yeah.
I only know this because I did media today and listened to him talk about
There's
the
no
Center Island
cheating.
Player of the Year.
We have our coin. Can everyone see the coin?
Yes.
Everyone
Murray State
can
is
see
heads.
Murray State is heads. San Francisco is tails.
Yes.
Believe in the Dons, baby. Believe in the Dons.
And you come to me on the day of the NCAA tournament.
Now
I mean, yeah.
I do disagree with this, but there you go.
I mean, I just don't really have like either on either side. I mean, it's just
Should
toss-up
be a
is what it
good
is.
game. Like
It
that's
should
that's
be.
what more
It should
important.
be.
It's like,
Does St. Peter's? See, Alex is not gonna like this. Does St. Peter's have any chance in beating?
Oh
Big
my
Ten?
God! If they even look like
I
they're
think
gonna
it'll be
beat me,
close.
I might have a heart attack.
I think this
I
game's
mean-
close.
My thing is, guys, somebody's got to like. There's got to be a big upset somewhere in this.
I don't
tournament.
I
see it in this
actually
game.
I have it in the Midwest.
Look at
I'm
St.
gonna be
Peter's
honest.
defensive metrics and come back.
Listen to me. There is no way in all of God's power I believe someone could stop Oscar Tshiebwe. He
Ty
is a
Ty was
man
really good.
among children. He is out there putting up like 20 and 15 on rebounds. I don't care who St. Peter's has in the paint. He's getting every rebound humanly possible in this game.
But this just looks like it could happen. I could
I don't
visualize this
see it.
happening.
I
I
don't.
You
have
can't
Kentucky.
see it.
St. Peter's
have
is
Kentucky.
100. St. Peter's is 118th in the country in KenPom ratings, and Kentucky is 4th.
Listen to me.
They're the highest 2 seed by 8 placements.
We looked at the Tennessee game. It was bad, okay? They know how to guard Kellen Grady. If St. Peter's doesn't come out with a script to guard Kellen Grady on open threes and Ty Washington, they will be sunk by halftime. Just personal opinion.
Come on, and also it's a 15-2. Come on, it's not gonna happen,
Yeah.
guys.
I mean, yeah,
They,
yeah, I have
they do
Kentucky.
they
I
do
have
happen.
Kentucky.
They do happen, and I always
Yeah.
like finding one. This
But you
year
can't
I
predict it.
couldn't
No,
really
yes.
find
Quit
a
looking at
2
it.
seed.
I take my take.
No, I
back.
have
If you allow
Kentucky. I have
Providence to
Kentucky.
score 85 points, I don't trust you. So Kentucky all
Like,
the way.
It's a
Yeah,
very
we go Kentucky.
215s are
Yes.
fun to pick. They never happen unless you have Michigan State
Hey,
going to the Final
Thank you,
Four.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
But you know,
To the gauntlet, Midwest region. Kansas versus Texas Southern. I have Kansas.
You
I think that's a little controversial, but I'm gonna have to agree.
I mean, some part of me wants to say Texas Southern just going to do something
For
crazy.
the memes,
But then I think
I know-
of,
I know you
what's his
don't
name?
like.
Ochai Abaji is just
He's one of the
gonna-
best players in college
literally just
basketball.
going to sun the entire
And-
team of Texas Southern.
And
He's
Remy
gonna
Martin's
come out
coming
with-
back.
Can I just say something that I found absolutely hilarious? Kansas defensive efficiency 98.6. Texas Southern had one of 145.4.
Oh my god.
And a net ranking,
Jesus
Kansas was
Christ.
6. Texas Southern was 197.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Uh,
This is
did somebody say barbecue chicken alert?
rock chalk.
Now, I understand analytics is not everything, but I think that says enough for us. And I know Alex hates the Big 12.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
San Diego State Creighton. I will just preface this with saying I have absolutely zero analytics to back this up, but there are 2 teams you never bet against in the first round. That's
And they're
Loyola Chicago
both in here.
and
And
Creighton.
Creighton.
You
I
never
gotta
Creighton
go with
will
Creighton.
always
I'm sorry.
get to the second round. I don't care who they're playing; they are going to get to the second round. I have Creighton.
We have at least 3 Creightons then.
I have San Diego
Well,
State.
okay. San Diego State has the second best defense in the country.
They
They're
also
very
played
good.
in a really good conference. The Mountain West was really good this year.
I just like I know the Creighton voodoo magic. Them Xavier and fucking Loyola, they always get it.
Careful there,
I swear
Austin.
to
Careful.
I'm sorry. I'm
careful.
sorry.
Bleep.
Don't
We'll-
demonetize
we'll-
us. But San Diego
Oh.
State is just way better than Creighton.
They are. I still pick Creighton. I'm okay with going San Diego
I see
State.
Creighton just battling.
I've got Creighton because they're good at defense and the Creighton voodoo, and more so the Creighton voodoo. All right.
I'm on Creighton as well.
Okay.
We have
Wow.
a Creighton
The-
pick.
They just beat the crap
Yeah.
out of Providence. They beat them
Creighton.
30.
Providence is frauds.
I'm
Possibly one of-
okay. I'm okay there if we picked them. I had Creighton.
I had San Diego State in the Sweet 16.
Oh,
They're
oh,
really good. They're like 20th
They
in the
are.
country, I think, in Ken Palm.
They're a good
I think
team, but
Creighton's
you
like
can't-
40.
You can't beat the
It
Voodoo,
is.
man.
It's true.
You can't beat Greg McDermott. Doug McDermott's. Hey, Doug McDermott was so good in college. but
wait,
that's
I'm
another
sorry,
conversation.
Doug McBuckets is his name.
Yeah,
All right?
Doug
Dougie McBuckets.
If you haven't watched Doug McDermott Creighton highlights, like do yourself a favor.
That was
But
cash. Bro, it's just cash.
Iowa versus Richmond, possibly one of my favorite teams in this tourney. But somebody else go first. I feel like I'm gonna
Iowa's a Final Four
Iowa.
team.
Iowa
I
is
have
very
Iowa in
good.
the Final Four.
They just scare me. because
Actually,
they
I
don't-
have Iowa in the championship. I'm
I
just gonna
think
throw it out.
Iowa can genuinely blow the doors off any team in this section with ease.
I'm just scared they're gonna have a really bad shooting night and their defense does not back it up. But the thing with me, man, is like it's so important for your best player if you don't know where he's gonna get the ball. Like Trace Jackson, you know where he's gonna get the ball. Kofi, you know where he's gonna get the ball.
Keegan Murray can get that ball.
Keegan
at
Murray
any
can
point.
get it anywhere.
Keegan Murray can get the ball from three. I saw him. He literally went in the post, repost, spin. Like he can score from anywhere, and that's why I think I was so dangerous. And you've got him surrounded by Jordan Bohannon, the 26-year-old baller. You got that other guy. I forgot what his name is, but he's confident from three. He'll shoot it right in your face.
Brother,
Like,
Chris,
This
man.
is
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's his name.
Yeah.
I
the
mean, you
twin.
got,
What did you call it? The twin magic. or
that's
whatever?
also twin buff. Those guys.
the twin
I mean,
buff.
do you guys remember what was that? Eastern Washington University or something? There was some last year with those
Oh,
two
yeah.
twin brothers. They weren't twins, but the two brothers. Those dudes were buckets.
Yeah.
Brother Buff and my favorite
Nevada.
part-
That wasn't in Nevada.
well, also Caleb Cody
Ah.
Martin, but last year it was because one brother had like a beard and the other one was
Yeah.
super like.
One
anyway,
of them transferred to the guy with the beard. Transferred somewhere. God, I can't
Yeah.
remember.
but also the Murrays, they play defense. I think they're combined for 98 blocks this year, which
Yeah.
actually is those two have more than like Illinois and like other teams in the Big Ten, like for their whole team. So they play defense too. I love Iowa in this tournament. I'm just scared that if they have a bad shooting night, this team could lose pretty early on. We have Iowa. All right, Providence, South Dakota State.
I just changed my answer on what I was gonna say. I had Providence.
I'm
Good golly, the
riding
South Dakota
Dak-
State shoot the light
They
off.
do.
They shoot the skin off the ball. They shoot
Five.
45% from three.
Yeah.
I'm
They haven't
locking it
lost.
in. South Dakota State is just gonna come out and curb stomp Providence.
Who in the world averages 86.5 points a game in college, shooting 45% from three? I know they play the Farmers League. All right, I get it, but they haven't lost since December, and golly, do they shoot the ball? They shoot
got-
63% true shooting percentage. I'm riding the Jackrabbits.
Have you seen their point guard?
That's higher than.
Their
I think that's higher than Kevin Durant's career true shooting percentage.
Dude.
So
And this is
the
as
whole
a
team
team.
their whole team is Kevin Durant. So you heard it here first.
Their
I'm
point
taking,
guard-
I'm taking the Jackrabbits.
Their point guard just looks like a bucket getter. If you haven't seen him, you need to Google him. Like, dude's just like a
He's a
hooper. He's like a smaller
Bro,
white
he's a-
dude with like this headband, bro. Oh my
He's a
god.
hooper.
Like I could just tell this dude's about to go spraying. I got South Dakota State. Like
I
I
got
don't
In
South
four
even-
Dakota
years,
State.
in 4 years, he's gonna be running the Y.
I think unequal person has Providence here.
yeah, I think so. I mean,
Oh,
listen, we love the memes.
Nate
But
Watson, I believe is his name. He's about to have a game of his life.
Guy from IU.
Is that the-
The center for
Alberta?
Providence.
for Providence? Oh yeah.
I think. Wait, so are we actually picking them?
I have South
Yes.
Dakota State.
Yeah.
This Providence team is. I mean, they're good. They just.
I
have-
agree
mean,
with Tyler that they're frauds. I didn't think they're this fraudulent, but after looking again at that,
I mean, they lost
dude,
85 to 58 to Creighton in the Big East tournament.
Yeah,
They
they're
beat Butler by 4.
I'm gonna
They
give you a
lost to
list.
Villanova.
Yeah, I
Like,
want to give you guys a list of teams that have a higher Ken Palm ranking than Providence does. TCU, UAB, Marquette, Iowa
hey,
State.
don't hate on Jelly
Seton-
Walker.
Seton Hall, Davidson, Indiana, Michigan, who, yeah. So yeah, they suck. Bad. They're kind of they're mid. You know the numbers
They're-
said so.
they're- All right. Well, I think we only have one for Providence. I think it's just Tyler.
It's the smarter pick.
It's the smart pick, but I mean, I can't wait to watch that Iowa South Dakota State game. That is gonna be insane.
There's going to be
I
like
just
120
enjoy-
points each.
I enjoy going against everybody else.
Yeah, should be. Honestly, it's the better choice. It's the more realistic choice. LSU, Iowa State.
Iowa State blows the doors off LSU.
They don't have a
Again.
coach. They don't have a coach. Will Wade got fired.
That's that. I think this is a coin toss. But that's why I picked Iowa State.
They've been
Iowa
inconsistent.
State is my
Yeah.
sleeper.
I've also got
Your
Iowa
sleeper?
State
Go on
picked.
a run.
They're kind of like Rutgers, where
Hmm.
they got a bunch of really good wins, but they also have some bad losses. So I don't know. I know a lot of the analytics Twitter has been championing in terms of like 6+ seeds to make the Sweet 16. They think LSU is the best one.
It's literally
So-
because of Tari Eason. I'm sorry. Tari Eason's their best player, hands down. But if you scheme to play around him, the drop off after that in points scored per game is 6 points per game to their guards. Their guards don't do anything. Their guards are non existent, actually. Their two best players are their
Yeah.
forwards. So I see Iowa State just locking them up on defense personally.
They do have a good defense, that's true, but so does LSU. And then when it comes to defense versus defense matchups, I always go with star power. LSU's got what's his
That's
face?
true.
Tari Eason.
Tari
Ari
Eason.
Eason.
I mean, it's also a coin flip because you don't know if this LSU team's going to come out better or worse that Will Wade's gone. I mean, they could be playing better with this new interim coach and just make a run, or they could go out there, look disorganized, and get blown out of the water by.
I don't
Iowa
think they'll look
State.
disorganized. I just without that like steady hand of a long-term coach or what you thought would be. That's why I have Iowa State.
All right, I have Iowa State. Alex has Iowa State,
LSU.
I have Iowa
Austin.
State.
and then Noah's also Iowa State. We go Iowa State.
You guys are clowns.
I'm
This
okay if
one-
LSU lose. I feel like it's one of those coin flips. Now
Analytics-
this is my personal pick. If there's a 3-14, Colgate beats Wisconsin because
I'm
Wisconsin.
about to say
I'm in with that.
I actually did pick Colgate. Third time's a charm. They've played really good the past 2 years, and they've gotten like that close to upsetting somebody. I think this year's the year against this Wisconsin team.
I have Wisconsin, by the way. I'm picking Wisconsin, but this is the upset I can see.
Yeah,
I got Colgate.
I think
I think-
Wisconsin. But I do think them and Wisconsin and Purdue. I will
Oh,
say
no, no, no.
for when
The-
we
the-
get
the
to
big,
them.
the bigger one that we actually pick is up north again. We will get to that one. That's the one where everyone's gonna be like, yeah, they're getting upset.
already know who
I
it
just
is.
don't see
Yeah.
Johnny Davis the same now. I just don't see him the same. He looked stifled against Michigan State. And I
I don't
think,
know his health status before I
yeah,
actually do a bracket on this.
I'm rocking with Colgate just on the recency bias here. So I'm going.
I
Wisconsin
also
is
just
gonna
want to say
win this game.
Wisconsin should have the easiest road to get to the
They really
Sweet 16
should.
and the whole bracket.
Oh,
But
they really
they are hamstrung by being the worst team.
Yes.
The
They're
worst
also-
first seed.
They
Well,
are
on
by
paper-
far
Milwaukee.
I think besides Providence, they are the most overseeded team.
Yes, agreed.
They're also playing in Milwaukee. They're
Like
gonna have-
literally both LSU, Iowa State, and LSU and Iowa State both have higher Ken Palm ratings than Wisconsin does.
So,
So-
do we have Wisconsin then?
Well, yeah,
At
they're
least,
going to
uh,
win this game, but they're not going to win the next game.
I got Colgate. I wanted to pick an upset. That's the one I see happening, but we go
I'm
Wisconsin.
with
It's
Kai
fair.
on that
It's
one.
fair.
USC, Miami.
I
I
don't
should
like
probably
it.
be
you
hitting
could hold
this
a,
for us,
you-
shouldn't
you
I?
could hold a gun to my head. I could not tell you who's going to win this game.
Personally, I'm taking a shot
They're
in the dark.
literally
I'm rocking with Miami.
Yeah.
Or
they are
I have
literally
Miami.
rocking with
they were.
rocking with the U.
I went USC just because of the Mobley brother. I'm blanking on his name right now.
USC
Isaiah.
definitely
Isaiah Mobley.
USC's definitely more talented than Miami, but
Yeah,
someone's just
but
telling
they're
me
1
Miami.
and 4 versus top
Yeah.
25.
My
someone's
bad.
just telling me.
I should have done this the whole time. So sorry about that.
I was actually doing it on my bracket on the side over here anyway. So, but
But
yeah,
I'm
yeah, I
that
have
game
Miami.
predictor, Chase.
Oh, for the game predictor, we got 68% of people have picked USC. However, in similar games, Miami leads. So
I'm rocking with
once
the U.
again, I don't
Rocking
think
with the
any of
U.
us can sit here and give a detailed analysis on why some teams could win. So who do we have?
USC.
USC.
You.
USC.
I heard 4 different ones. We'd go USC. We're just gonna move right past that because no one actually knows that game. Be
We
honest.
already know who's winning
Yeah.
this game, guys.
Yeah.
Auburn,
Auburn.
Jacksonville State. You guys
Let's-
didn't let me get my spiel about Jacksonville State and why they're not gonna win. Come on.
Deion
What's your-
Sanders is
Hey,
cannot
Hey,
help
Jacksonville
but-
State.
Here we go.
Isn't that? Yeah, that's Deion Sanders' school, right?
What is
Hey,
he
they got
on?
the Dion buff. All right, we move on.
Deion
What a
buff.
worthless game.
The South. The EuroLeague team in college, Arizona. They move on.
We disrespected them on the show.
We really did.
They're
And then I
really good.
I actually like looked up some stuff on them. They have a ton of European guys. Like it's like they're really good. They're really
That
good.
we joked about that because their commentator. I said I saw a clip on Twitter and their commentator couldn't keep up with the names. 'Cause
Yeah.
he couldn't pronounce them. Arizona's really
Uh,
good though.
They are really
we
good.
disrespected them.
We did disrespect them. Seton Hall TC. Let me just tell you guys one thing. These 8-9 matchups this year are like Jesus. I don't know. Like they are like just complete coin flips. Seton
I feel
Hall's
like
been
Seton
missing-
Hall is another like Creighton team where they always
Yeah.
win the first round.
So here's what I will say, right? Seton Hall has been missing one of their starting point guards, but he's been missing for like a month and a half now, so I cannot really put that into consideration. I have Seton Hall beating TCU. I think TCU is a really good team. I just think they're too inconsistent. That's what I have.
I have Seton Hall, even though their logo looks like something you'd find on Team Builder for NCAA.
The Pirates.
I have TCU.
I have TCU.
Oh,
I'm rocking with
TCU.
TCU.
TCU it is.
Texas
TCU is-
Christian.
Horned
University.
All right.
Oh,
Can I give
Shout
my
out the
can I
quarterback they had
Dog
like
powered.
2013.
Trevon Boykin?
Dude just made plays for no reason.
Ah.
Mhm.
All right. I want to go on a spiel about Houston. I think they're the best
for it.
team in the south part of the bracket. So
I
they're gonna
really
win
like
this game.
Houston,
they're gonna win.
but I
this
also
game.
I really like UAB. It's unfortunate UAB drew against Houston because I do think that UAB team is
Look
pretty
at their
good.
BPI rank.
The
But-
bouncy pass index.
They
But
are the second best team in the
yeah.
country.
Houston, they've also been another one of those teams that have been
Okay,
like a
but
sleepy
Jelly Walker
powerhouse.
averaged 40 points a game.
He'll still get his
And-
40. He just won't win. He'll put on a show.
Yeah, Houston's really good.
Analytics
I have
Twitter.
Houston.
Analytics Twitter has them as like the sixth, or like as like the team
Yeah.
with the highest probability to reach the like Elite Eight from this bracket, which I think is
All right.
very
So
funny.
who do we
I
have?
have
then?
Houston.
Houston all the way.
Houston.
Okay.
Illinois, Chattanooga.
Now
Here we
this
go.
is the one everyone is gonna have as the upset.
I don't see it happening personally.
Can I just say something real quick? I just want to say something. I've been going back and forth on this for a while. Chattanooga has legit like Power 5 size. They can compete. However, if you look at the games that they've lost, and even some of the close games that they've won, all of those forwards have gotten buckets. And you can't let Kofi Coburn get buckets. I think Andre Corbello is actually going to come out and he's going to play better because he's pissed that he missed that layup in the Big Ten Big Ten tournament. Frazier's good. I don't know. I could see it happening for Chattanooga. They have that old Kansas guy, Silvio De Souza, who got suspended for 2 years. So like he has the size to play with Kofi, but I don't know. I see Illinois beating Chattanooga.
I think
I
that's
do
what
too.
Chattanooga wants is you want to feed Kofi. You're not going to hit the 3 ball. Take your 2 points.
That's also true.
But here's where I go. Can Chattanooga go down the floor and hit a 3 themselves?
But that's not even their play style is physicality, and you can't play physical against Illinois like as
Yeah.
Chattanooga. That's just not gonna work. If they were a 3-point shooting team, this may be a different story. But
I don't
I
see
think-
Illinois losing personally.
yeah, I think you can't make this game physical against a team like Illinois. Although I will say, out of the teams that have been pretty good, Illinois is the one that will tilt. They will, like, if they are losing, like, they will tilt and the game will spiral out of control. But
They're just
I have
not. They just
Illinois.
can't execute when they're tilted. You know,
They don't have the mental. They don't have the mental to make it
Execute.
far.
execute here.
Execute.
Yeah, I have Illinois, but that's going to be one that gets picked a lot by people.
All right,
Oh,
now it's
yeah.
time for me to give my spiel about the true analytics Twitter sleeping giant in this bracket. Michigan, baby.
No,
Yes.
Their point guard's out.
Yeah, I'm about to say they're missing their point guard. Their second
I don't
best player.
care.
He's their
Yeah,
second best
concussion.
player.
They still have Dickinson, and they
They
still have
do.
Juwan Howard. Yes.
they're also. Oh yeah, look
Juwan
at
Howard
that.
will punch,
2 and
Juwan Howard
7
will
against
punch
top
someone in the
25.
face, guys. It'll happen
Colorado's-
again.
Listen, man. When I went to the Michigan versus Western Michigan football game, Juwan Howard walked by me, and I gave him the and he gave me the back. So I'm never gonna pick against him ever again.
I mean,
I have
they
Colorado State. I think Michigan suck, and they should not be an 11 seed at 17 and 14. They
I
shouldn't
don't
even be in
know.
the tournament.
It should be
I'm
in
up.
the NIT.
Yes, I have
Hey.
Colorado State.
They haven't even played a top 25 team.
You're not 17 and 14.
In the
But
Big
you also-
Ten.
But yeah, Michigan plays in the Big Ten. Like who? The
But a
Pac-12
lot of
had a
other
down
teams,
year.
they're-
I don't know, man. The Pac-12 was down this year. I think they only had like 3 teams make it.
Okay, here's something. Fun fact. Colorado in Ken Palm's luck rating, which adjusts for close games and stuff like that, they have the 4th most luck in the country this year. Michigan was like 200th. So
means they're good in
Because
clutch
Regression?
situations, and Michigan sucks at it.
Michigan has the best win in the country, but they're not winning this one.
I don't know. Back against the wall. I gotta rock with Michigan.
come on, Michigan
mean-
always does well in the tournament.
This team has the talent to make it far. Like, do you not
Yeah.
think like with having 0 expectations on them, they're not going to play better? Their second best player is out, but like I didn't know Colorado State didn't play any top 25 teams.
Yeah.
They
I don't
have
trust the
beat
point guard
Boise
play.
State, I think twice.
What do you say, Noah? Sorry, I didn't.
Colorado State has beat Boise State twice, I believe. And they've also
No
beat-
disrespect to Boise State, but
We had them losing.
good for them.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
we had them
good.
losing.
Good for them.
was
They, is
close.
that the
It
best
was
team that
almost
they
happened.
beat?
So are we actually picking Michigan here?
I'm,
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
picking
picking
Michigan.
Michigan.
I'm picking
I'm on
Michigan.
Colorado State.
Colorado State.
We're tied then because we're 3 and 3.
That is 4.
All right, what are we gonna
Guys.
do?
Which
No,
school's football team beat Ohio State in football not too long ago?
Michigan beat
Think
Ohio
about it.
State too.
Think
in
about it.
basketball. You
In
said that.
basketball. Think
Okay.
about it.
Here we go.
That's all I'm saying.
Just should we coin flip it?
Just coin flip it.
Just coin
Michigan's
flip it.
gonna win this game.
I wanted to go to their roster and see who could name the player.
Oh,
We're doing a
I
coin.
would
flip.
like to point out today, Hunter Dickinson was asked about Colorado State's best player, and he described him as girthy. That was the only word he could say was girthy.
Give
Okay,
me
they're-
Michigan.
They're winning
Give me
now.
Michigan.
Col-
Slap Michigan. Slap Michigan.
Colorado State heads, Michigan
Yeah.
tails.
Yeah. Come on. Let's
This
go.
is fascism. This is proto-fascism, and this is how. Wait,
No.
Wait, no.
Guy.
Oh wait, never mind.
You
Colorado State was
said-
head.
this is proto-fascism. It's a slippery slope, and
All
I hope you
right,
guys
now-
are ready for the gross overstep of martial law.
Oh my God! If you're even looking at Tennessee and saying that they're going to get upset, you guys are off your rocker. Off your rocker.
But
They might be the
Longwood-
hottest team going into the tournament. So
I
Listen,
mean,
listen.
literally, I'm going to explain to you how they will beat every team. They're going to use this little guy. His name's Makai Ziegler. He looks like a 6th grade girl. He runs like a bullet train and then throws it to the top of the key to Fulkerson. And then Fulkerson dribble drives on your center and hits a pull up every time. Or their 3rd best player, which I forget his name every time, is going to just drain a 3 in front of your best player's face 3 times in a row to start the game.
But
And
if
we'll probably
Longwood,
leave him on the bench crying.
if Longwood really plays like to their style, like
oh my
play
God, they're
lockdown
not going to
defense-
beat Tennessee.
Hold on. They play on their style. They play really good defense.
No.
They shoot threes.
Can
they
I just-
may lose by
What's the-
15. We
What's
don't
the-
know.
Oh, there you go. Tennessee is a buzzsaw.
Can I just say, this is hilarious to me. No. Tennessee's rolling them. Don't give Alex. Tennessee's rolling them. Defensive efficiency for Tennessee, 92.3. Does anyone want to take a stab at what Longwood's defensive efficiency is?
120.1.
Way higher.
Holy. Okay. Yeah. We don't even need to talk
It is
about this anymore.
164.
Do they even play defense?
However, they don't need to when your offensive efficiency is 192.6.
Oh my. Holy. Oh my God!
But
What?
yeah,
Let me-
Tennessee rolls them. We have Tennessee.
Let
Let's
me
move.
give his name just so you all can watch for when this guy drains
Oh my
3 threes
God!
to start the game.
192.6 offensive
Yeah.
efficient. Gee, who are they playing? 6th graders? My God!
His
It's just
name
very funny to me to see that.
is
They're playing
shoot,
sixth
which one is
graders.
he? Kennedy Chandler. Just watch, guys. You're gonna be amazed when he just drains 3 threes to start the game and then just can't shoot for the rest of the game.
But dude, that's
It's
going
gonna
to be a
be
lottery
great.
pick.
I mean, he's good, but
It
like
should be. It should be a later lottery.
Ohio State, Loyola, no analytics, just the voodoo.
Ohio
Yeah.
State.
Even the
Sister
analytics do,
Jean,
like,
baby.
even the
Sister
analytics.
Jean.
Okay, and actually, I'll back this one up a little bit. Ohio State's been playing like doo-doo the past like
They've been
couple
hurt.
games.
if EJ Liddell scores 40 points, Loyola has no chance. But
So
Wow.
Loyola,
Wow, what a win condition. Yeah.
Yeah,
if my best player scores 40 points, we're gonna win this game.
Hey,
So-
Crutwick's locking them up.
so
Crutwick's
same.
locking them up.
The whole like when I initially filled out my like feeler bracket, I saw Ohio State they lost to Michigan and wrote in Loyola for the next round.
yeah, I got
Yeah.
Loyola winning.
Loyola, big time. Ramble on, Sister Jean.
Ohio
Sister
State.
Jean.
Noah,
Yeah, Loyola.
Yeah.
Tyler on his
Alright.
own again. The hot take leader all time on his own. And
Tyler's about to have a perfect bracket. I feel.
Do
like.
we even need to? Do we even
No,
need to
just
talk
pick
about this
Nova.
one?
Just pick Nova.
They're not
Okay.
gonna lose.
So I think we should work backwards. Start south
do it.
and west.
Let's do it. All right, let's start. Do you want to start on the bottom there? Nova Loyola.
Well, we can start up top and go
Oh, okay,
down,
okay, okay.
but-
All right, Zona.
Go back up.
EuroLeague moves on. Sweet 16.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
I mean, whoever they get there, whether it's Seton Hall or TCU, they're
Houston's
beating
so
them. Doesn't
hard.
matter.
Houston is
Houston.
a better team than Illinois.
Yes.
I have
I think
Houston.
Houston.
Yes,
Yeah.
Houston,
Houston.
easily.
They're
Easily.
monsters.
We
Yeah.
all have Houston. Wow, that was okay. We're flying through this
Yeah.
faster than we did the first round.
Tennessee. I think we're all. I think. Yeah, Tennessee.
I think
Clowns.
okay. I'm on Colorado State for this one.
I've heard
Oh
they're
my
really
God.
good.
Give the
They're
case,
really
give the
good.
case.
Fourth,
give the
the
case.
fourth
I
most
forgot
lucky
about-
team.
A very important thing. Their point guard, his name is David Roddy. He averages 20 points a game. He shoots 60% from the field, 45% from three.
Let me
I had to
just
pull
toss
that
He
this
up.
out
also,
here to you.
I believe, was in the NFL Combine. I don't know why.
He
but he-
is.
What?
Time out, ladies and gentlemen. Every time Kentucky has played Tennessee, you know what they do best? They shut down your 3-point shooter. That's the only thing they'll make you do. They will literally make you like win by 2. They're not going to give up a 3. They're not going to give up a 3. And I promise on everything good and holy that I think Tennessee will smoke Colorado State. I have Tennessee beating Arizona. I think they're that good.
Ooh, I do have Tennessee, but we'll get to that
I'm
other
on
take soon.
Colorado. I don't think nobody's going to switch, but they're my.
I respect
they're
it.
my main.
I
I respect
that.
it.
I
I've
respect it.
I've heard they're a really well run team, so I respect the pick.
Who's a respectable-
Tennessee, like in the SEC, like tournament, that's when I started to respect them a lot more.
Yeah.
Can't lie.
Respect them. They rule.
All right, does
Loyola.
Sister Jean move
Now,
on?
now, honestly, if there's one,
Team
If
that could be beat here.
Villanova.
I think it
chokes.
is Nova.
It is
yeah.
Nova. I
They had
do
a
have
lot of
Loyola
close games
moving
this
on.
year.
I got Loyola.
This isn't even the Sister Jean effect. This is just I don't trust Villanova, and obviously Loyola Chicago, whatever Porter Moser has going on in that system, it's built for March Madness. So I'm going for
I got
He
Nova.
left.
I'm on Villanova because
Nova.
they've been here many times.
where did Porter Moser go?
Mentally
And-
tough.
Yeah, and Colin Gillespie is one of the best players.
Did you say Porter Moser left?
Thought
He's
so.
at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oh,
I-
he is.
I couldn't tell you where he went,
Denzel
but I remember seeing him
Valentine's
left.
brother
fan.
is the head coach.
His what? His brother?
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
Drew
my point still
Valentine.
stands.
Wright State just had a nasty dunk. I don't know if anyone else saw that.
Yeah, I saw it.
Wow.
Wright,
All right.
Wright State is so good. But I'm telling you guys, that number 2 that is carrying the ball down the court, he can hoop.
He's
Okay.
a hooper.
So are we
I have
split
Loyola.
Nova and Loyola?
Born Hooper.
Somebody can sway me.
I
if
know we
they
have
wanna try.
3. I know we have 3 for Nova.
Somebody can sway me for
Austin,
Nova.
what was your pick?
Huh?
What was your pick? We're doing a show.
Ramble
Get off
on.
Tinder.
Say that. That's not funny and also not true.
So we're split 3-3. Nova has been here a lot before. They're a tough team to upset because they're not going to look at your seed and be like, oh, this should be an easy game. They're going to come in ready to play no matter who it is on that court.
And they shoot free throws really well. They're one of the best.
Sister Jean will be there to give them a prayer before the game. If there's two things inevitable, Sister Jean is praying.
Yeah. It's curtains, yeah.
Villanova won the Big East, right?
Will this
God's
sway
work.
you?
Let's go Nova. Go Nova.
I was going to say, will this sway you? They shoot 82% from the line. Loyola only shoots 72.
Honestly, I might even change that on my personal bracket. We'll see. But yeah, go Nova. I'm swayed.
All right,
Nice.
our Sweet 16 locked for the South: Arizona, Houston, Tennessee, Nova.
I like that.
All right, now
Kansas.
to the bloodbath that can
Here we
be the
go.
Midwest.
Kansas, Creighton only gets to the second round. They don't get
Yeah.
any farther.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that's just a lock
Yeah.
Are
there.
we even looking at this Iowa game?
Iowa,
Yeah.
Keegan
the
Murray's
highest
gonna have
scoring game ever.
30.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fair.
I have Iowa State, Wisconsin is overrated.
Yeah.
Give
I have
me-
Iowa
give me-
State.
They
Iowa
are,
State.
yeah. Can you imagine being a 3 seed in the March Madness tournament and having a lower like Ken Palm ranking than an 11 seed?
Yeah. Give me Iowa State all the
Yeah,
way.
give me Iowa State.
I
I got
took
Wisconsin, but
And then-
Wisconsin, but I'm okay with taking Iowa.
and then
give
give me Auburn.
Jabari Smith.
Yep.
That's it. That's the tweet.
Golly.
So we
ran
just went through that one quick. Now
We
to the
ran through
east,
that.
where this might take a lot longer, I think.
Okay. So Chase, I did some more research on Baylor after you told me they had some injury problems. They have 2 players out. One of them was arguably their best player this season. I don't. It's not even like I trust UNC, but I don't know, man.
I
I
have
don't
Baylor
know.
here.
I watched that Duke game and I was sitting there with my jaw on the floor.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's what UNC does. They have a really good game and follow it with the worst game. And they've
But
done it all year.
when did they have a bad game? Okay, so
Eternity. I think they beat Baylor in this one.
I think
Yeah.
Baylor can't go 2 times in a row.
No.
So I think UNC just comes out and sets a.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
realistically, let's look at this. Baylor has only won like 3 more games than them.
That's true.
I mean,
Baylor's just a
That's
good
true.
team. That's why I have it.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean-
okay. Like I can be swayed to UNC. I think Baylor's just a better team.
I just think
Baylor
and that when we're getting to like historically, 1 seeds.
They're pretty good.
Yeah. So
but I mean, do we think the other 1 seeds are going to lose compared to Baylor?
no, they're definitely the weakest.
there's 2 1 seeds in my opinion that are like by far and away like the 2 best 1 seeds. And then after that, in my opinion, it gets a bit murky.
Well,
So-
who are they? There's only one. There's only one
Kansas
for
and
Baylor.
Baylor.
Gonzaga and Arizona are the 2 best 1
Yeah, I was
seeds in
gonna
the
say you
tournament by
what?
far.
Yeah.
Like by far, they're the 2 best 1 seeds in the tournament. I don't think anybody can
Yeah.
argue that. And then
Yeah.
Kansas is. You could even say Kansas is a step above. Well, nah, I don't know if you say they're a step above Baylor. Baylor fully healthy, they're even. Baylor's probably even better than Kansas. But
I'm a little worried that they're playing in Texas for this game, so I might give it to Baylor if they're playing in Texas.
I
mean,
have
it's more-
Baylor. Let's
Baylor.
do our voting.
Yeah.
I have
I have
Baylor.
UNC.
Baylor.
Baylor.
I have UNC.
Baylor.
Baylor it is.
all right, I think it's Baylor.
It should be a decent game. I think no matter who makes it out
Yeah.
at UNC Marquette should at least give Baylor a game.
I'm swapping right now on my
Does she
personal
like to
bracket. I'm just gonna
party?
keep it how it was and keep Baylor in there. but-
All right, I'm personally really high on UCLA, and
So do
IU needs to
UCLA.
finally
Yeah,
stop.
I don't see IU stopping the 3. no
Yeah.
offense. I mean, that's what sunk them against Iowa, so no thank you.
If you want to play fast against UCLA, I mean, they
Go
And
ahead.
out on the West Coast.
Yeah,
Go
if
ahead.
you want to play slow against UCLA, go ahead. I mean, that team could play any style. Tiger Campbell's legit. Man. I remember watching him in high school. He's legit.
I mean, and they're playing on the West Coast, so IU's gonna be screwed up by that time
Yeah.
change.
Plus, how many songs are written about Indiana? Didn't think so.
Gary, Indiana, Gary.
Well, Freddie
Indiana,
Gibbs is
not
from
Louisiana.
Gary, Indiana, but
Gary. All right, I have UCLA.
Go to UCLA. Okay. I'm done. Not trying to get
now-
too
I have
Now-
Won't
much.
Oh, God.
No matter who Purdue plays out of Texas and Virginia Tech, I think they're gonna lose.
I'm about to say I don't.
I think they lose.
I
I
have
don't
Tech.
trust them.
I've got Tech. Personal
I got
bracket,
Purdue.
every bracket. I have
I got
Tech.
Virginia Tech.
Yeah, I've got Tech. I'm sorry, Tyler.
I'm a Purdue
got
fan
Tech.
too.
And
Oh, I'm
Noah,
sorry,
sorry
Noah.
guys.
I'm
It's-
sorry.
Just one more year. Just
I
one
do
more
think-
year.
I think that if the right team comes out, which obviously it's the same way for every team in this tournament, but if the Purdue team from early season comes out, they will make the Sweet 16, but they won't beat Kansas.
If
Does Jay-
his finger is not still messed up, we'll be fine. But if he is still not hitting shots, they'll lose.
Can Jaden Ivey shoot like threes?
Yeah.
You take some dumb ones though sometimes.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Like,
show
I
me the
watched him
show me the
play.
Carfax. What's his true shooting percentage?
When I watch Jaden Ivey play, and this is my personal opinion, he is a fantastic athlete. But
He's
he
just
is
raw.
like a how would I say
He's
this?
out
a
of control.
classic
He has a
Orlando
low-tier
Magic pick.
He has a low tier basketball package in the upper level of like high draft picks for this year. Like to me, he's really good as an athlete, but like as a hooper, I just see some guy just dominating. Like
He's
the
like
most,
he's John Moran at home.
you can
John
be the
Moran at
most
home.
unathletic dude
I was
in
gonna
the
say
history of basketball.
I actually like that
and
comp.
win.
I'm not gonna lie.
Dude's John Moran at home.
I
Love him.
think if Purdue
But,
had a
I don't
guy that could stretch the forward center, it would help. Not having a 7'4" dude clog the paint. But
Yeah, who
You would-
runs like he's got cement strapped to his feet.
He is 7'4". He's 7'4".
give him a
okay?
break.
All right, I have VT.
BT.
Purdue.
Alex, I think you're the tiebreaker.
I'm on VT.
We have VT.
Which
The
team
Purdue
lost
fans
to
obviously
Michigan?
did. Now I could see Purdue winning it, but
I really could too. yeah.
I don't like them all that much, and I have it most of the season. That's why I took them. And when I saw that they were matched up against the best 11 seed in the history of the tournament, that's why I have them.
And I don't disagree with it. Like, if I was not a Purdue fan, I would probably hate them.
It's fair.
But I
I
still,
haven't-
I
losing to existing.
honestly, I just haven't also been that high, like, because I look at college as more of the prospect part, and I like Ivy, but I don't like him enough.
He's raw, and I think like for how raw he is, and he's like what 6'4". I don't know. I mean, he could be like I don't know. Even Ja was better coming out of Murray State than Ivy was. So I don't know. I don't know.
I have Kentucky.
Yeah, I have Kentucky.
Yeah.
too. Too much talent. Oscar Shebe, Shebe, is that how you say
Bench
it,
is too deep, ladies and gentlemen. You guys are gonna find out. There's some
A
heaters.
bench doesn't matter in
about to
something
say.
like this.
I'm about to say March Madness. You run like 6, maybe 7 deep.
Yeah.
Depth doesn't really matter.
Just
in this-
remember the name Dante Allen. If Kentucky
Cool.
can't get it
I
done,
wonder if he gets minutes. All right. I don't think we really need to talk about that one all that much.
All right. Did we do? What are we? Okay.
We are
yeah, last
up
one.
to the
Gonzaga
west.
by a million.
I agree.
Zag. I had them losing in. Never mind, not here, but Sweet 16 before. But now I'm fully on the Zags train.
They're not gonna lose. They're the
I
best. team in
feel
the
like
country
I
by a
know
mile.
what this vote will be, and I don't think we
Gone.
need to talk about this. Does anyone
got
have any
it.
argument with the
You're
Zags?
done.
Okay, no one does.
no,
What?
UConn.
UConn.
Arkansas.
I'm on Arkansas.
Both these teams are so inconsistent. You don't know what you're gonna get. So I'm literally just going off of UConn in March.
They've won like one tournament.
What have they done since 2011?
Yeah,
They've
but
won
then
2
again,
titles.
what has Arkansas done?
Whoa, hold on. They've won like 2
Arkansas was in
titles
the
in the
Elite
past
Eight last
15 years. UConn shows up. I don't know what you guys are on, but
What
Plus,
are we
they're a
talking-
better team on paper than
yeah.
Arkansas.
I
Must
mean,
bust, must die sometime. So
I think the SEC
Yeah.
is. I think the SEC helps Arkansas.
I
Yeah.
can't. I'm personally on Arkansas. We're split.
this is okay. Let me just give
Hey.
you guys the rundown here on why I think Arkansas loses. When they lost to Alabama, what did Alabama do really good? Shoot the three. And I think UConn honestly will kill them by the 3. Just my personal opinion.
I'm gonna trust the guy that watches SEC basketball religiously. Well, Kentucky basketball.
No, I actually watched the SEC. I've learned that there are good teams out there. You have to stand not wanting to like hate them as you're watching them.
I took New Mexico State. I took them to get absolutely mollywopped in the Sweet 16. I'll take UConn. I'll swap.
Hey, there we go.
Hey,
Winner
All right,
POV.
Rutgers, Texas Tech.
I got Texas Tech.
I have Texas Tech.
After you guys pulled up the defensive stats, I can't.
Yeah,
Dude, they're so good. You should watch a video of like their breakdown of like they play aggressive help defense and it's just suffocating.
I don't really like Ron Harper Jr. is great, but I don't think he's gonna beat.
To be fair, it's not just him.
defense.
Like that Rutgers team's actually pretty good. They're just not good enough to be Texas Tech.
Noah or Tyler.
I'm on Tech.
That
I'm trying to mute myself because there's a car alarm constantly going off. But
we don't
We
even
can't
hear
hear
it.
We can't hear it.
okay, it's very annoying to me. But I'll take Texas Tech.
All right.
Cool. Davidson.
All right. I have Davidson. I'm not
give
winning.
me
this vote.
Davidson or give me death.
Do we have 3?
Yeah,
Let's go.
come on. We picked
Coach
one.
K goes home
honestly-
sad, baby.
Honestly, I'll be swayed to Davidson.
I'm calling it. It's the Tom Brady effect. He's gonna say he's gonna retire and he's gonna come back after losing to Davidson.
I don't think those players will lose to because I mean Coach K will rip them apart. But
Yeah,
I'll
do
go
it anyway.
Davidson. I'll go Davidson for the show.
For the memes.
For the memes.
Dude,
Tyler,
we-
Noah, I'm assuming you
remember-
both have Duke.
No, I have Davidson. I think Michigan.
Let's
State's-
go.
Am I the only one on Duke?
Let's go.
Hey, Kai, remember when we clowned Cincinnati all year and then they did something? I think
Yeah.
Davidson is our Cincinnati.
Yeah.
We're gonna live and die by Davidson this year.
I'm so happy. I can't state how happy I am off seeing that.
All right. We have our
Oh,
sweet
God.
16. Let's start right with Sachs.
Let's
Gonzaga
go.
by a million.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think anybody can really argue against that.
Okay, I want to. You know what? I'll save it because I'm assuming we're gonna have Gonzaga at least in the Final Four. But I have a fun stat that for them. So.
I think Texas Tech beats Davidson personally.
I mean, a good offensive team going against a really good defensive team. Texas Tech has just more talented
That-
players. That's
that
just
will-
what
yeah.
it is.
That
I
will
mean-
put Austin's or even if it's football, that offense is more important than defense.
It
I
is.
mean, I think it more comes down to like Davidson
I
can
agree
have an
with you.
off shooting night, like I said earlier, but I think it's really hard for a cohesive defensive unit to all be off their game. They're
Mhm.
just better players too. Like at that point, like
Yeah.
that's no fault.
No,
of
I
Davidson.
think Texas Tech is gonna
yeah.
lose or win.
I picked Texas Tech in my personal bracket, so I'll ride with Texas Tech.
I have Texas Tech.
There it is. That's enough votes at least in our first matchup in the Elite Eight is set.
I like it. I like it.
Now down to the East.
This
I'll
is
start it
where-
off. I
Go
have
ahead.
UCLA.
Yeah, I'm
I
about to
do
say,
too.
Yeah.
Baylor.
this is where Baylor loses.
Okay, I just came
Yeah.
back to life. I froze for a second.
Oh.
Oh yeah, good call on UCLA beating Baylor.
So
There's
we all
just
actually
gotta-
had that. Wow.
there's just gotta be a point where like missing those key players is going to hurt them.
Are they going to be missing them for like if they get? To
I
this
think
game?
I'm pretty sure they're both like going to be out the whole tournament.
Okay.
Like
maybe
it's a
unless they make
close
the
game.
Final Four.
Every stat here is close.
Yeah.
So
Just returning
gotta-
your whole starting five. It's hard for me to root against them. Like
They have March Madness experience. They're healthy.
they've got
UCLA
players
also made a
to do
deep run
everything.
last year, and that's where I think my tie falls into is that
and if
UCLA
we're
is
following-
proven. UCLA is proven that they can
Yeah.
be here. To me, Baylor was able to prove it in 1 year. So
I think if Baylor had the same players, but I think the majority of their starting lineup and key players are just not on that team anymore.
yeah.
if we're going off Austin's theory here, does Baylor have any song written about him?
Go to UCLA. Does she like to party?
All right.
Mm. Mm.
Ladies and
Kentucky's
gentlemen, this is
Tuesday.
an easy decision. Easy decision.
Alex, I can't trust your Wildcats. It's so
Bro,
hard for
I
me to
have
trust
Kentucky.
them.
Listen to me.
Okay, how about this? How about this? How about this? How about this?
Our
Kai
power-
put.
our
Go ahead,
power
go ahead,
forward-
Alex.
and center are playing cohesive together right now. So realistically, if we don't have a good shooting night, we can lean on both of those guys. Also, I think Jacob Toppin broke his nose, so he is busting out the good old face mask, the Kobe
Oh.
face mask.
Oh no.
So,
Oh no.
ladies
Or
and
Rip
gentlemen,
Hamilton.
he's ready to just windmill dunk on someone. And I don't think Virginia Tech will be able to keep pace with Kentucky. In transition, realistically, no.
I have Kentucky.
Kentucky, yeah.
Kentucky.
If I want to say this, just put your hand over the screen where it says the names and just look at the numbers.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ah.
Tyler,
I
Noah?
even have Kentucky in my personal
I have
bracket.
Kentucky
Oh,
in
no.
like, the
That's
championship
enough.
for me. So
Oh wow.
I don't know.
Now I'm just gonna let you know, Alex. It's that next round where me and you will fight.
Oh, I will live and die on the hill of Kentucky.
Oh boy.
Kansas, Iowa.
I have Iowa. I'm gonna
Iowa.
say it.
Iowa.
Iowa.
I don't know if it's Midwestern bias. I do like Kansas. I just really
I don't
like
think
Iowa.
Iowa matches up at the 3. And it was very obvious when they played Kentucky that you can't match up at the 3. And if you can score with Keegan Murray and Jordan Bohannon in the fourth quarter, shooting 4 threes and making all 4 to win the game. I mean, I just don't
Yeah.
think KU has a
I mean,
plan
like
for that.
their offense is like a solid tier above, the rest of it's like them and Gonzaga. So, I mean, that offense is if there was one thing I would bank on to win games in March Madness, it's like, especially if you can shoot threes. I think Iowa, yeah.
I just think that Keegan Murray might be the best player in Iowa's.
He is the
program
most
history.
well-rounded player in college
Like,
basketball right
he's
now.
I'm
had-
sorry.
He's had a better season than he
Don't-
broke like the single season record for points for Iowa.
Are you about to desecrate the name
Are you
of
going to say
Luca
Luca Garza?
Garza?
Oh my god.
God.
A goat?
Oh my
worst
god.
defensive
He's had
player
a
I've
better
ever
season
seen.
than Luca. He's had it like he's beat.
Do
he
not
scored more points
hollow
than him
the
this season.
name
I'm
of-
sorry.
Are we all on Iowa then?
Yeah, I think it's
I
Iowa.
guess.
But I will say, Remy Martin
Tyler,
is coming
what
back.
did you have to say?
I don't like either of them here. Like I have both of them gone before this.
Oh
so-
wow.
Actually-
who do you have
actually,
in this matchup?
Guys, I take it back. Keegan Murray is better than Luca Garza. I looked at
We
his
know it is.
I looked at his basketball
We
reference
know he
page.
is. You thought he was.
That's
Yeah.
that's
I was gonna
crazy.
say,
I have San Diego State winning that game. So
Unfortunately for you.
Yeah, I mean, they lost to the Creighton Voodoo in the first round. So
Now, should we talk about this one? Or do we have
Auburn wrong.
I'll be
Auburn.
honest, guys.
I think there's a little bit of a conversation, but I
Yeah, I think
personally
there
would pick
is.
Auburn.
I think there is.
Auburn is going to beat them on pick and roll. Sorry, Walker Kessler is so hard to defend when Smith plays pick and roll.
I think Wisconsin being the best team out of the groups that can is why Auburn rolls through it. And that's
Yeah.
that's why I ask it, because Auburn, like I said, Wisconsin should have the easiest path to Sweet 16. Auburn has the easiest path to the Elite
I
Eight.
will say there is one problem with Auburn. Their 1 point guard did shoot 0 for 20 when they lost. So
Hard
don't
play
give
an
him the
issue for
ball.
Auburn.
Don't give him the ball. All right. Auburn, if you have a game plan and you're listening to me, Bruce Pearl, do not give that man the ball. Sit him
I'm
down on
sure-
the bench, pat him on the leg, and say, "You passed the ball," and just call it a night.
I don't know if we have any stats on hand right now, but if I assume we're picking Auburn,
Yeah.
how many? We're not gonna have any double-digit seeds in the Elite Eight. When's the last time that's happened? I feel like there's got to be at least one.
I don't think Iowa State beats Auburn. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
exactly.
No,
Just-
no, I
just
don't
think
think
about
they
it.
do
to
either.
athlete matchup, Iowa State is just getting romped.
But I could see Auburn losing that game. I have Auburn. I have Auburn. Elite, right? Elite Eight time.
All right, I'm gonna get on my high.
We
horse.
do. We have Davidson, at least.
No. Davidson's they're
We have them getting knocked out, but
no. I said in the Elite Eight. In the Elite Eight.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
As good
Now
as
this game is so hard to pick for me.
Oh man.
there is a positive EV play here. And my analytics brain always goes to the positive surplus EV plays. It's gotta be Houston because they're comparable. They're
Houston.
they're 4 in KenPom has them as 2 and 4. Arizona's 2, Houston's 4. So like, come on. If it's that close, you got to pick the 5 seed, right?
I like Houston.
Yeah.
In Texas too.
I have Arizona.
In Texas.
I have
too.
Arizona
I'm
going
sorry.
through.
I think I'm the tiebreaker, and I think it's Arizona.
I got Houston.
We're split. And
I could
that's
be
fair.
swayed,
I think
though.
this is the hardest game we've picked.
But
so far.
I really do think that these Houston fans, if they make it to the Elite Eight, are going to pack that stadium full. Like, pack it entirely full and make that the most hostile environment Arizona has ever played in.
I mean, they're pretty even in almost like
everything.
everything.
I think it can-
Arizona does shoot like almost 10 points
I'm not
better than
changing
free throw
off my
line,
pick
but-
of picking Arizona, but I can't be swayed off of it. I think we're going to a coin flip here because I don't think anyone's changing because that's
just
one
hate-
of those I trust picking the other team.
I just hate to make this game a coin flip, but I don't know what else we could do.
Because I'm okay if Houston wins,
I'm
but
okay
I'm
if I
picking
don't.
Arizona.
Yeah,
You're okay
I-
if Houston wins, but you can
Positive.
see Zona winning.
A positive EV.
Yeah, I got Zona. Just do a coin flip.
Coin flip.
Yeah.
Is everyone okay with this, or are we gonna have someone try to persuade? We're not anywhere near our 5-minute mark.
All right, yeah, I'm good with coin flip.
Coin flip.
So Arizona will be heads. Houston will be tails. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you want to do? 2 out of 3 for this one? Because
No.
no one wants to.
It's like
No,
March
no,
Madness.
no.
One,
Yeah,
one
March
All
Madness.
right, one flip.
Yeah.
Houston's
Tails
through.
never fails. Let's go.
Houston's through. And I'm okay with it. I
Yeah,
really
I can
am.
see that happening. I
PogChamp
really see that
gamer
happening.
moment.
Now, I think everyone here is gonna have Tennessee. Is that am I wrong? on
Yeah,
this?
I
I'm
don't
on the
trust-
Tennessee train.
I don't trust
Villanova
Nova.
beat them earlier this year.
They did.
I
Yeah,
have
but
Villanova winning the whole thing.
let me just tell you guys.
Oh
that
wow.
Tennessee holds grudges to
yeah.
death.
Yeah.
Kentucky romped them in the first game, and then guess what? We came down to Tennessee, got romped in the second game. They hold on to grudges. So, personally, Villanova, Tennessee's going to be.
I think this will be the best. If this happens, this will be the best game.
It will quite literally be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do the votes. I have Tennessee.
I have Tennessee.
I have Tennessee.
That's
There's
4.
four.
Alex, what did you have?
I
Or
had Tennessee.
you had Tennessee. Tyler, what did you have?
Nova.
Yeah, Nova. So we're 4-2. I do like Villanova, but
Tennessee's so good.
I guess I got on a Tennessee hype train that I was unaware that existed.
They won that. They're the hottest team in college basketball right now.
Yeah.
They're
I mean,
Yeah.
if we like, it's 5-6, pretty much similar points per game, pretty much similar opponent points per game.
Mackay Ziegler, though.
Dude, it's a tough game. All right, we moved on though.
We move on. Are we in the Elite Eight?
We are.
Right.
Where do we want to start? Do we want to start in the South?
I don't know. Any of these games are tough for me. This is when it's
Let's start South. We've been doing the loop. Let's start in the South. Houston,
Come on.
Tennessee.
This is
Tennessee.
Houston,
Sorry.
Houston.
Sorry, Tennessee is going to be in a rich run of games, and I think they blow the doors off Houston.
I don't know.
No
I
one's
think
blowing the
there's-
doors off Houston.
No,
Not a
I see
soul in college
so
basketball
many-
is blowing the doors
I
off.
see 4 players who start on the floor for Tennessee that could each find their own way to break down Houston. And you guys
All you watch is SEC. You're going to be biased towards them.
watch what I think the biggest key in this game is going to literally be Fulkerson, their power forward. He's going to come and play outside the paint, and if your center doesn't understand how to defend outside of like the paint, it's game over. He will end you by just pull up shots.
Man, I don't know.
I
My
will
gut's
just
telling me Tennessee.
I will go off what I have in my bracket. And even though I do have Tennessee, Arizona here, I have Tennessee winning. So I'll go Tennessee.
Tennessee.
I have Tennessee.
Tennessee.
I'll go Tennessee here.
All right.
Wow. We got
Wow,
five.
okay.
5-on-1 Austin's Cougars.
These probably would have been
lead.
Houston. Yeah.
It's probably
He
why I
already
walked
said
away.
Houston.
Oh. Oh, wait, let's
All
do
right.
Gonzaga.
No.
Listen,
Do you
Oh,
want
no?
to do this one? I was gonna go back around, but we can do
I was
Zaga,
like-
Texas
I
Tech.
think Tech jumps them.
I think
Zaga.
Zags roll.
I think
Zaga
I
by
think
million.
So
I
Houston
think-
lost, by the way.
there's
I think-
yeah.
Tech just comes out and just puts on a show on defense.
Well, too bad. Gonzaga's better, and they're gonna win.
I don't think Gonzaga.
I feel like we
better.
say that
Listen,
every year.
personally.
We say that every year.
This is the year. All right.
This
Okay.
is what everybody says
They
every
had
year.
their year last year. Jalen Suggs.
No. All right. It's time. Can I do my stat bat?
Oh, go ahead.
Go for it.
All right, gamers. I'm looking at Ken Palm's rankings. Gonzaga is plus 32.87. Fun fact, that is 5 points higher than the next closest team. They are 5 points better than the second best team in college basketball. And you want to know who is 5 points worse than every other team in college basketball? IUPUI men's program. Gonzaga is as good as IUPUI is bad. And if you think that they're going to lose a game in this tournament, it's not going to happen. All right?
I'm telling
Think
you.
about that.
I'm
They are
sorry.
as good as IUPUI is bad.
Kai, are
Ben
you picking Tech? Because I think I can
Raiders.
persuade you.
I can't. I'm sorry, but I just think that Gonzaga playing in the WAC or the WCC or whatever it is just inflates all their stats. They're still a really good team. They are a really good team. But I think Tech wins here. There's got to be a time where Gonzaga loses
Look at Chet
every year.
Holmgren's face.
I have Zag. We're
Look
2
at
and
that
2.
baby face who's
That's
going to
3.
get absolutely sunned.
Come on, Gonzaga.
4-2. You're outruled. Zags through to the Final Four.
Think about it.
Chase.
Now,
Chase.
Alex, let's take the floor against each
Here
other
we
here.
go. Here we go.
Because
Chase.
I have UCLA.
I personally think this one's pretty easy, but
There is a personal grudge that John Calipari holds against UCLA. We lost when we were number 7. Let me pull up the date for you. On 2 days before Christmas in 2017, they were unranked. They beat us by 8. John Calipari is going to want to put Johnny Juzang in the grave,
And he won't be able to.
and he will.
I have
I'm
UCLA.
just saying, ladies and
I have
gentlemen,
Kentucky.
who's going to win in the post? Because I don't think UCLA center is stopping the Naismith Player of the Year.
I'm sorry, but that what is that guy's name? I always forget his name. The Hispanic guy,
Jaquez.
Jaquez, dude.
Yeah.
That guy's a hooper, man.
Severe Wheeler
Noah, who
will
do you
match up
have?
with him on paper.
I have Kentucky. But I love UCLA.
We're tied
this
3 and
song.
3.
I'm dying
We're
on
gonna
this
get
song.
DCMI. We are split 3 and 3. I know me and Alex aren't changing. Who can possibly be persuaded to the other side?
I mean, guys, let's just look at this. Like the front court of UCLA, I will tell you all, it is better. But I think you look at that back court and you look at the 3, the 4, and the 5, and Kentucky will beat you down there. I think if you look at it, Gonzaga has a bad shoot, or UCLA has a bad shooting night, and Kentucky gets all those rebounds, it's game over. I mean, who is
I'm sorry.
stopping the undeniable Naismith Player of the Year?
I can't be swayed. A core that is already it's the same core as last year. They were a good team. I feel like
And
they're
I
a
have a
better
song.
team than
And I have a
Kentucky.
song about them.
They have a song
So-
about them. I don't know. I don't trust Kentucky here. I like UCLA. It's gonna be a good game though, but I have UCLA.
All right, just to be an agent of chaos, Kentucky is a better team on paper, so I'll pick them. 4-2, pick Kentucky.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
I don't.
I
like
have
it at all.
Iowa in this next one, and I'm gonna just not talk because I'm so devastated.
Yeah, I have Iowa in this one too. I just think that there's got to be a time Auburn loses. They've just. I
don't
think
see
Iowa's
it.
going to be hot, man. Iowa's going to be hot. Keegan Murray's going to score like 28. Jordan Bohannon's going to have 15, all threes. I got Iowa.
I'll pick Iowa too. Big Ten. Solidarity.
SEC train till I die.
Yeah, see, I'm picking Auburn because of Big Ten. Big Ten.
That's fair.
I'll
That's
take
fair.
Auburn.
We are tied again.
I'm just gonna say it. Let's see the center matchup of Walker Kessler versus I don't even know who Iowa center is, to be honest.
Frabata or something
Something
like
like
that.
that.
Yeah.
Then let's go to the matchup that we're all looking at. Jabari Smith on Keegan Murray.
I don't think that's as much as like Keegan's he's really crafty. Like
But Jabari Smith is just as crafty.
I have Iowa, but for the sake of not having a Final Four game, go. And the fact that I think Jabari Smith is a better prospect than Keegan Murray, even though it's like by that much, I'm going to take Auburn. I also said earlier, Big Ten is not good. I'll take Auburn.
we're giving so we're having how many SEC teams in the Final Four?
2
3 SEC teams?
or 3.
3 SEC teams? in
Wait,
the
yeah,
Final
no,
Four?
wait a second.
Are
wait
you
a minute.
serious, guys? Like
now,
I'm sorry.
now, wait a
Like
minute.
I'm sorry, but like no, there's not gonna be 3 SEC
Yes,
teams
there
in the
are.
Final Four. No,
Yes, there are.
No,
There
no,
won't
there's
be.
not.
I take it back. UCLA's beating Kentucky.
No,
Let's go!
Hear it.
Thank you. I'm
Send it to a
sorry.
coin flip.
I'm leaving
That's
the call.
ridiculous.
I'm
Now-
leaving.
now-
I'm actually
now-
leaving the
Coin
meeting.
flip.
No.
Hails for you, UCLA.
Heads was
I-
UCLA, baby.
Wait,
because
what?
they're the
It
top
was?
one.
Whoa.
It's
whoa,
always
whoa.
been
Wait,
whoever's on
we
top
had-
is
We had
heads.
the SEC fan coming. No, 3 SEC teams in the Final Four is not gonna.
They are better than every other conference. I'm sorry. I will die on this hill. You all don't
UCLA's
understand.
through.
They're better
Kentucky's out.
athletes. The
Deal with
UCLA
it.
plays in the Pac-12.
Deal
They
with
won't
it.
be good this year.
Technically,
They are garbage. They're not
the Big
winning.
Ten. Technically, the Big Ten is the best conference because they had 9 teams, the most out of any
Oh
conference.
my
in the
God! And they're
championship.
all gonna lose in the
So
first
I'm
round.
just
other than
saying. I'm just
Iowa.
saying. If we're going, I don't know. Yeah, nah. I'll be honest though. With my personal bracket, it is 3 West Coast teams because I have Gonzaga, UCLA, Arizona, and Iowa. But still. Anyway,
You
Gonzaga,
get
UC
Auburn in, you lose Kentucky.
I would trade taking Auburn out for Kentucky. Here.
Kentucky's not going to beat UCLA. Like I'm sorry,
Yes, they
they're not. They're
are.
not
Oh
going to
my
beat
God.
UCLA. They're not going to beat UCLA.
UCLA
We're in the Final
only
Four.
shoots the 3.
All right, hold on.
You
We
can't
have
set
to we have
three.
to argue these two then because we're obviously not settled. Take the agent of chaos out of yourself, Austin. Who do you see Kentucky UCLA?
I think
You were our fence post before. Which
I
side are you?
think that in terms of the March Madness bracket, which is single elimination, I think things like year-over-year cohesion and experience trump everything else. And I think that UCLA is they are comparable teams, and I think UCLA is more experienced. Therefore,
Timeout. The
All right.
oldest team in Kentucky history is currently playing. These guys have been veterans at wherever they've played.
UCLA's been
We
here.
only
before.
play one freshman.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Kentucky's not. Losing,
UCLA
or not-
UCLA
not
is the
winning
Phoenix
against
Suns
UCLA.
of March Madness. They may
Thank
not
you.
have
Alright.
like a bona fide superstar,
I
but
can't
they
wait.
have year-over-year
Chase,
cohesion.
Who said UCLA was going to win? So Kai, Chase, Austin. Who else said UCLA was going to win? Noah.
Yeah.
All right. I can't wait to text you guys.
I
when we win
cannot
the national
wait
championship.
until Kentucky loses to like St. Peter's or
St.
something.
Peter's.
And I'm just gonna it's just gonna be caps and it all says ha 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 ha.
Not happening.
Nah,
Not
that'll be
happening.
that's Alex's Joker origin story.
he'll
Like
never show up to a show for like drops out of school.
Can I be
You
honest?
want to know how I
don't-
got this bracket? I picked
Can I-
Kentucky to win it all.
Can I be completely honest here? I think honestly Kentucky has the easiest path to the Elite Eight that I'm looking at this.
That's
They
true.
have by far the easiest path to the Elite Eight.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'd say
Scroll
so.
up to where Gonzaga is real quick, guys. Yeah. Okay.
Connecticut
that
and
was
Texas
the easiest
have
route
their-
to the Elite Eight. That was the easiest route.
I think UConn, Boise State, and or
Get
or
out of
Memphis,
here! No,
Arkansas.
no.
Who does
no.
Kentucky have to beat?
You
dude?
don't like
Virginia.
Gonzaga.
Who's the
Virginia.
best?
Kentucky has the easiest. It's not Gonzaga,
Oh,
even if
okay.
you don't like them.
Thank you. Kentucky does have the easiest. I
Now,
thought you
Considering
were-
that they
I'm
are a
sorry.
two
I'm
seed,
going
yeah.
back. I have Iowa. I'm sorry. I'm taking Iowa over
Thank
Walker
you.
Kessler.
Thank you.
If we're still arguing these bottom two, and I don't have to, I'll go to a coin flip if I have to. I have Iowa. I have to
guys
go off what
are
I have my-
delusional. I'm just saying it out loud.
Okay, so when all these SEC teams lose, like
Okay, Kai, let's look at the track record
No,
of SEC
fine,
teams
I'm not-
compared to
Final
Big Ten
Four.
teams.
Final Four.
There we go.
oh my god, dude. Okay, at least it's 2 instead of 3 this time. Gonzaga, UCLA. This is where
UCLA
Gonzaga
wins.
loses.
I
Yeah,
hate
I'm about to say.
Gonzaga. I hate
What?
Gonzaga.
You guys
I
are
have
This is the game of the
Gonzaga.
year.
You guys are off
Reaction.
the reefer.
No, I'm
I
sorry.
hate-
Gonzaga.
Gonzaga with a burning
Every
passion.
year we say it's gonna be them, but I don't see them coming through. I'm sorry. I just don't see it. I
Why?
don't see
Why
it.
not?
Tyler
They are
or
the
Noah
best team
say
in the
it, so-
country.
I truly
They've been the
think-
best
I
team in the country
Chet
all year.
I'm
Holmgren
sorry,
is a
I-
little boy among
He's
men.
the best player in the country.
Gonzaga-
He is not that good.
Hold on,
one
hold on,
pick.
hold on. Gonzaga played UCLA earlier in the year around Thanksgiving time
They beat him by 20.
and beat them by 20.
Yeah.
It was
And
early
it-
in the year.
And it wasn't just because UCLA missed shots, it's because they couldn't get a shot before the shot clock even hit 5 seconds.
That was
They
early
had
in the year.
match up perfectly against them in
When
every
it was when
aspect.
Johnny Juzang was healthy. So,
Yes.
If I remember correctly, Holmgren had a terrible game too,
Yes.
and they won by 20.
It's like, who's gonna stop Holmgren?
Yeah.
You know?
I'm sorry. Early in the year,
You could stop Holmgren. You just can't contain his passing.
He shoot.
I mean,
He
we could
shoots
put.
well.
We could
I
put.
love Holmgren. Austin.
We could
I'm
put
with you.
Gonzaga through. We could put Gonzaga through. I just don't.
They're
think
gonna win
They're-
it all.
They already are
Yeah.
through. It was 4
They're not going to win it all. It's Gonzaga.
They
I'm
are
sorry.
100% gonna win it all.
They're not going to win it all. I
Listen,
promise you.
you guys,
I
you guys
promise you.
remember how I would like double down on teams that I may or may not have spent money on.
Well, I'm sorry.
Let's
you
just
spent money
say
on
that there is a futures bet for Gonzaga to win the NCAA tournament that may or may not be in my name.
How much would that
So,
even give you? I feel like they're like the.
They were
heavy
like plus
favorites.
500. So
All right.
$100.
Now the matchup that exists only in Alex's head.
Tennessee.
Imaginary land.
I'm about to say
Tennessee.
this is not happening. Like
Tennessee.
I don't even know. Like, let's just say Tennessee. This is not. It's just not happening. It's not happening.
I had
Kansas.
Iowa, and if they're knocking out the team I had in the final, I'll take Auburn.
Tennessee will beat them.
Well, Iowa would have beat Auburn, and then Iowa would have beaten Tennessee. But because I had picked
Tennessee.
them, so we didn't have a final four off a coin flip, I'm going Auburn.
I had Arizona and Iowa playing in this, so like it really does.
I have Arizona here too. So
like I.
I have
I-
Tennessee and San Diego State. So.
Jesus, what is with you and Tennessee? Who cares, man? They're San Diego State.
Tennessee to
Like-
the grave. If you all can't give me Kentucky, I'm riding Tennessee to the grave. So, just
Kentucky
be
I
ready.
think
is a worse
Tennessee.
team than Tennessee.
Oh my God, guys!
Dude, I'm
It
sorry,
is
but this
simple.
this
It is
SEC
simple.
bias is nuts.
Real.
It
Honestly,
is simple.
just
we are
put-
just
put-
better than every other league.
oh
in
my
basketball
god, I
and
cannot
football.
wait until
You
all of them get
guys
destroyed.
suck.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's
Whoever
okay.
goes through here, they're losing by like 20 to the Zags in this universe. So
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
whoever wins is just gonna lose.
Actually,
they're gonna
time out.
get sacrificed
You know
to the
what?
altar.
I'm gonna flip to Auburn just so I, if in the imaginary world I live in, just to see Walker Kessler make Chet Holmgren his brand new son.
Andrew Timmy? I
Oh.
don't think he's
I'm
not
not
ready
Drew
for
Timmy.
two new sons.
I'm
Oh,
about
no. Jabari Smith as Drew Timmy. That's a whole different world. And then you have the two guards. I don't really see any Gonzaga guards that like
Nemhard's pretty
anyone
good.
Suggs to
Yeah.
pull up at half court to drain one.
And you think
Nemhard's pretty
Auburn's
good.
guards are going to do anything?
I'm about to
They're
Yeah.
awful. That's
So
the
who
reason
do we
Auburn's
have
gonna
going
get
through?
beat
Can we
in the
actually do
second
a vote here?
round.
I'll go off my screen. I have Auburn.
Didn't
Kai,
Tennessee beat
who do you
Auburn in the
have?
SEC?
I'm going
Yeah,
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
I'm going Tennessee.
I'm going to
Alex.
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
It's 3.
Oh, I
Noah?
said Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Tennessee is through.
All right, and they lose by like 15 to
Nope.
Gonzaga.
Yep.
They beat Gonzaga.
85-70.
We have
We'll put it
3
in
on the
there right
Zags. Tyler,
I'm on Gonzaga.
that's
Please.
4. Noah,
Zaga.
In this universe, this barbecue chicken of a national championship is like would be a travesty to everybody.
Oh my god.
Tennessee's good. I just like
It's just not gonna happen. It's just 109.
that's
Yeah, I can't lie to you guys. I kind of checked out once I saw we put 3 SEC teams in the Final Four. I was just like, yeah, I'm sorry. All logic went out the window. I'm done. Like 3?
This is why it's hard to pick. I want to do something more fun. Now that we're done fighting, That's the bracket. That's whatever. Who does everyone have actually winning this thing?
I have
UCLA.
I thought you had
Like the
Baylor
Final Four?
before.
That was
I
my
think we should.
feeling.
I think we should show our Final Fours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly,
Okay.
I'm down.
I have UConn playing Kentucky.
But
What is this? 2013, bro? What
And I have
Yeah,
Tennessee
what?
playing Iowa.
is?
But I have Kentucky and Iowa playing in the national championship.
Oh my
Are
God,
you-
is that Carl Anthony Towns suiting up for Kentucky?
Oh my
God.
So you're-
It's a Shabazz Napier.
Let me remind you. I have Rutgers and Notre Dame making it to the Elite Eight, along with Illinois. Yeah, I have. Yeah,
I
have
wish you would have
every
opened with this.
UConn?
I wish you would have opened with this because I would have took everything you said with a grain of salt. Like absolutely everything.
I have
Our
David.
bracket. I'm gonna enter this bracket. And we're gonna be dead last. That
Oh my god.
pick is submitted, even with
I
the-
have.
Wait, my
and-
Final Four. I want
Yeah,
to say
go ahead,
mine.
Austin. Go
Mine
ahead.
is Gonzaga and Kentucky, and Houston and Kansas, and I have Gonzaga beating Kansas in the national championship game.
The
Wait,
fact that
can
you
you
have
say yours
eighth
again?
in Kansas is nuts.
Yeah, I in my own bracket, I picked Baylor to beat UCLA. I got to change that actually. Now I have it. Now I have it to Gonzaga and UCLA.
I
I
made some
changed it.
bozo picks a couple of days ago. Whoa, I need to slow down.
I think you have too much bias in you.
Way too much SEC bias.
Go to UCLA.
Tyler, what's your Final Four?
I have Gonzaga, Kentucky, Tennessee, and San Diego State.
That's kind of based, except for San Diego State.
but I
Their
respect
defense
it.
is carrying them.
I'm about to say I respect it. I respect it. Noah.
The Fab
Uh,
Five is not walking out of the
Gonzaga
locker room. I'm just
over
letting you know.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
I got Gonzaga over Kentucky and Villanova over Kansas, and I have Villanova winning it all.
Okay.
I can't argue
the
against
luckiest
that.
team in the country. No,
It's
it's
always
Providence.
Nova. Chase.
I'm pulling it up. I have Gonzaga, UCLA, Arizona, and Iowa.
This
That's
is
a-
why Chase and I are friends. All right. That's why
a very makes sense bracket.
that is literally what I have. Wait, but who do you
Which
have
is what
winning?
the
Who do you
opposite
have
of
winning?
March is. So
Gonzaga.
I have this. I have Gonzaga winning it. My tiebreaker was 81-67.
I have UCLA winning it over Arizona 78-73.
I had Kentucky beating Iowa 87-80.
Yeah, there's no bias in that bracket.
Wait,
I
no,
can't
I'm
see.
no, I'm actually I hacked into Alex's ESPN. He actually has Kentucky winning 100-0.
Genuinely,
I'm in
genuinely.
the mainframe.
I'm not. I would never pick it, but I could visualize a headline: Kentucky loses to San Francisco or Murray State in the second round. I could really see it.
And I
I-
could also envision. But let me toss this one out there for
Hold on.
you guys.
Hold on.
UCLA losing to IU.
I'm just saying.
know?
I work
I'd be
this
down.
Kentucky St. Peter. You will not find. I don't even know where St. Peter's is. You will not
It's Florida.
find a bigger St. Peter's fan than me in Gainbridge Fieldhouse. Probably in the entry
I would
pavilion.
like to point out that Alex just said IU would beat UCLA, but he was the one person against IU against St. Mary's.
You know what? Because I don't care anymore. I don't care.
And
Hey man,
I'm telling you.
IU's hot right now. Like,
They earned.
do it,
They
they do
they
it.
won me over. I hate them, but they won me over.
I'll say if you actually watch them play, like they're scrappy.
Before we go, can we do a quick vote? I'm not. No, don't explain yourself. Give yourself a vote. We know Tyler answers for some of these, but let's do like a favorites, like biggest upset potential.
Oh, I love that.
Favorite
I love
upset, like just quick ones. So I'll come up with them here as I write them. Who is everyone's favorite to win the tournament?
Gonzaga.
that. UCLA.
Okay, I meant like looking at your bracket. Who do you like? Who is considered a
Oh.
favorite? Non-looking at
Like-
your bracket, we already went through that. Because
Uh,
I feel like the answer is just Gonzaga.
I
Yeah.
feel like Gonzaga is like the by far in a way
They're
favorite.
the best team in the
I feel like
country by
it's
a
still
significant
Tennessee for
margin.
me.
Jesus, what?
Tyler or Noah?
I'm sorry,
I
but
say Kentucky because of the
No,
experience.
no, no, no,
and
no,
the-
no, 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 no. No explaining.
Okay, Kentucky.
Kentucky. Noah.
Gonzaga.
So
Tyler, you are a very smart man.
all right. Now
Yeah,
the
yeah.
one that I think is really fun. Who has the best Cinderella run possible? Who has the
Mm,
best chance at a Cinderella run? This is where Tyler will say San Diego State. By the way,
I can't take that away
Yeah.
from him. Yeah.
I would not be mad if Virginia Tech made an upset run. I won't be mad.
that is one team I could see.
mine's
making it
Davidson.
before.
Mine is
Mine is
Davidson.
Loyola.
It's
I
always
think-
Loyola.
I think
forever
mine.
now.
I think mine's Colgate.
I'll throw out another. I'll go San
Colgate.
Francisco.
Wait. Hold on.
What?
I mean, I think Colgate. If they beat
I'm thinking
that
Georgia
Wisconsin
State.
team- if Colgate beats that Wisconsin team, they've got to beat like what LSU, Iowa State, which are two good teams, and then I think I could definitely see Auburn choking it away in the Sweet 16.
Yeah, I can see it too.
Hold on.
I don't have that. I don't
Hold
have that.
on.
I'm just. You said my favorite one. I think it could be Colgate. I think it could be Colgate. Like I they
Could
should
you
be Colgate.
imagine Colgate making the Elite Eight? Could you imagine?
Hey, DCU made a Final Four one year as a play-in 10 seed.
I
think,
picked
or
them to
11
make
seed.
the Elite Eight, by the way. In that
So,
bracket, I had them in the Elite
You
Eight.
never know. Florida Gulf Coast beat
Also,
up on
what's
some-
the cutoff for
Slamma Jam.
Cinderella teams? Like an 8 seed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
In 9 or lower.
Realistically, mine is probably Iowa State, but someone that like we didn't even talk about, like low key, I think Richmond could come out and just like catch Iowa completely off guard and ruin everyone's bracket.
I just think that
I
Keegan
could
Murray is
see
just
it,
legit.
but I like Iowa too much.
If Iowa didn't have like Keegan Murray, I'd probably pick Richmond. But I just think that star power, like that team they're an well-oiled machine. Not to be a homer or anything, but like, how do we feel about IU?
I hate IU, so
They've played, but like they're playing
They-
playing. The
I said
best.
they've won me over. But I can't stand the fans of IU. Most people who go to IU.
I just genuinely think that they haven't been playing to their potential and they're still winning games. I know they're ugly, but like
Wright
if
State
they're
beat Bryant.
nice, good job, Horizon League. Woo! But if we see like if IU actually starts hitting some threes, stops like getting dumb turnovers, and like they can actually play their peak potential defense for even longer stretches, like I maybe could see them beating a UCLA. Like I don't know.
They're sealing the second round.
All right, now let's flip this.
That's fair.
Who
That's
has
fair.
the best chance? We'll limit it to top 4 seeds. Who has the best
Auburn.
chance to be upset in the first round?
Oh well, Purdue first, but I truly think Auburn is gonna flame out.
I could see it.
I think they're gonna
First
lose.
round,
I could see them
Providence.
losing second round.
Duke.
I think Wisconsin.
I
Yeah,
had
Duke.
Wisconsin. Wisconsin first, then lump Illinois and Purdue together, then have Duke like slightly behind.
For the we're talking about the first round.
Yeah, we can
Oh,
say
if it's-
first round,
What about
but
Providence?
like
Yeah, Providence is up there.
I
Yes.
trust Providence more than I trust Wisconsin.
But here's
Yeah.
my thing: the ACC, like that Virginia loss, to me, just like is ingrained in so many people's heads, and I could just see it happening with Coach K on this final year.
I just don't know why I keep going back to that UK St. Peter's game, man. Like I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know it's
They're not
dumb.
going to be able to guard anyone on the floor. I'm sorry.
I know it's
Okay,
dumb.
okay. More importantly, Tyler, what is up with you in San Diego State? I want stats, the gut. I want to.
It's literally all
understand. I want to understand you.
I just basically did this off their defensive metrics, which I believe they're
Yeah.
first or second in literally like almost everything. So
And
that's all it is.
to
Yeah,
add
the
on to
second-
Tyler's point, the Mountain West has been a very good
Yes.
conference this year. So I don't know.
I have USC and San Diego State playing in the Elite Eight, so I don't think Auburn goes very far.
Crack smoker.
Yeah, I truly feel like Auburn's gonna flame out. I think they're gonna lose to Miami or USC. I can see it happening.
I don't know. I just feel like with the thing about Auburn is there's two inevitable things with Auburn: Jabari Smith or Walker Kessler having a monster night.
Now,
Yeah.
I think we're done here, but I want to leave us with wise words. Everything that we've said in this means nothing. March
Absolutely
Madness
zero.
is amazing because of that.
Pick the team off their mascot at this point.
Off their colors, their mascot, or just do a coin flip and you'll
Or-
do
Or
it
pick
just
the
as
team
well.
who's the best team in the country. Go Zags.
Put betting and bias aside, Austin, who's the best team in the country?
Hey guys,
Gonzaga.
Okay.
if UK makes it to the Final Four, just know you're gonna get a video of me grittying in the group chat.
I will put some respect on UK.
You know
names
what?
if they do.
If UK makes the Final Four, I will never appear on a show without Alex's permission. I'll throw it on the line. If UK make the Final Four,
If I have something. If UK wins a national championship, I'm going to buy Kai, Chase, Austin, and Noah all UK t-shirts, and you will have to wear them.
I will wear it proudly.
I'll wear
I
it.
will wear
I
it.
will wear it. I actually already have a UK T-shirt. I can't lie, but
All right, well
I'll wear a
then,
new
great. You're saving me money.
one.
And
All right,
I don't
well-
have to buy it. I mean, okay.
fellas, it's 9. I feel like we went through that pretty efficiently. All right,
I'm
I
not
can't
gonna lie. The first round took way long. I know it's the most games, but I expected more Final Four arguments. And like, honestly, we
shoot.
kind of sped through most of the later rounds.
I just feel like once you get past like we're all overthinking the first round about what is this small school? They do this really well and all these things. But once you get past that and you get into the second round, it's like, okay, well, this team does this and that team does that, or it's a talents difference. So it's just it just goes by fast.
I don't think about these games most of the time. I just go, yeah, one of these, and I pick it. That's how I fill my brackets out.
I just think my feeler bracket's going to do better than my actual bracket.
always
and that's the
does.
sad
Yeah.
part.
It always does.
Yeah. Well, guys, great show. All right, everybody, get up. I think games start tomorrow at 12:15 Eastern time.
Yep.
Does anybody
First
know what the
game,
first game
yeah.
is?
Michigan, Colorado State.
Michigan and yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to be
Yeah,
sad
so-
or happy after that game because that's one of the toughest games I picked. And yeah, so we'll see. All right. Well, everybody, thanks for tuning in. It was a great show. I cannot wait for March Madness to start. Expect text updates all the time. And
At 9 p.m. tomorrow night, Alex will be in
This group
tears.
chat. This
Yeah.
group chat is about to be.
oh, do Kentucky play tomorrow?
Yeah, they play at 7.
Oh
10.
my god.
Okay,
I'm
we
so
need to
ready.
stop. We need to stop.
We need to
No
go-
one is allowed to
go
talk to
watch-
me before the game. No one is allowed to talk to me.
Everybody have a great night. Go watch Rutgers and Notre Dame
UK to
play.
Natty.
We will see you all later.
Go Zags.